Alright, let's get this show on the road. Just chatting. Hey everybody, welcome to not so rare, but kind of rare sometimes Wednesday stream. I think it's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it is Wednesday. Sheena Penguin. Hello, yes. Today we'll be playing Umamusume, which is crazy, because... I say crazy because I usually don't play the English version on stream because I hate Trackblazer, but, you know, we got the event, the story event at least, and we got the CM that I guess is coming up that I guess I could start prepping for a little bit. Hey, Nice Mayo, what's up? Good seeing you. Yeah, so we'll just, we'll grind out some points there. I figure this kind of stream, sorry about that, stream would be good to kind of give myself an excuse to run through these, so... And I figure I might as well two birds, one stone. We'll see if I can get CM prep done. From the stuff that I've been reading, it seems that this is going to be the Christmas Oguri Cap CM, which is absolutely what I predicted. When it comes to any sort of medium CM, Oguri Christmas Edition is going to be absolute king, but there's still other options in play, so we'll train some of those, such as a Seiyun Sky, such as a Tamamo Cross, such as a other Oguri Cap normal version. So we'll get those going, and I'll see how well I can do with those. I have been consistently getting S's in Trackblazer. I know I could definitely be doing better. None of my runs have really felt amazing, which is kind of, I guess, a good thing. The other part about that, though, is I don't think I can ever really, truly capture... Not so much capture, but, like, get the optimal amount of good. Basically, I can't do optimal runs in Trackblazer because of my moral standing and how I feel bad every time I play the game and then, you know, I have to force my Umas to do like 40 races, and I'm like, I can't do that, so I rest them more times than I should, which is a really cruel thing to say in all honesty. But we'll get that going, and I'll just, we'll suffer through it anyway. This is why I usually don't play it during, this is why I play it on mute, so that I don't have to hear the complaints of my Umas, but unfortunately, this is not going to be the case today. So, I guess plan-wise... Oh yeah, and I got Nishino Flower, so that was pretty cool. Pretty good for my future prospects. I actually did some pulls for her, considering I have quite the number of gems right now saved up for Inez, who is coming up at the end of the month, so looking forward to that. Definitely going to be streaming then. But that's not going to be until like 2 weeks down the line, so we'll worry about that when that happens. For now, though, so my list of trainees here, obviously it's not as good as it is in the Japanese version, but that's whatever. So I don't have Oguri Cap Christmas Edition, so that's already out of the question, unfortunately. If only, but I do have other options, like I said, you know, and there's plenty of other options that are still out there. It's not going to be obviously like, you know, like the SS, you know, amazing Oguri Cap level that version is, but normal Oguri Cap's still fine, you know, that's an option. I mentioned also Seiyun Sky is another option which can go with it. Tama is also could be a potential candidate here, and all else comes to shove, you know, there's always debuffers as an option, you know, say like a Nature, Evil Nature, Ancient Flash, which by the way I got the Valentine's version of this, kind of was hoping for the Bourbon one, but it is what it is. And I also got Kawakami Princess. So I was, yeah, you know, I got a few characters, but it's just... This is going to be the X Miss Oguri, the X Oguri as they say, CM. So I'm not expecting too much, plus the fact that I'm not really trying too hard with Trackblazer being the premier scenario in play, so we'll just, we'll see how well I can do in the B finals, I guess, is really what I'm coming down to. It's funny how there's a bounty board for Xmas Oguri. I've seen the post for that, yeah, there's like a Discord group, or there's like some Discord post I saw, like a screenshot, it's like, yeah, it's like, you get, it was like, yeah, you get like, if you can show proof that you've beaten an X Oguri, you get like, I don't even remember what the reward was, but like, you get this reward, and it's like, it's, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be pretty bad. I can already guarantee you that's gonna be pretty pretty prominent with her in the competitive CMs, especially medium. She is an absolute beast in medium until we get to, I don't even know how far we have to get until, I think maybe Kita, And I say Kita. I know Kita's already out. I'm talking about the alternate version. I think was it the white edition that came first, the New Year's edition. Sorry, I don't know why my wow. Okay. Yeah, it was. I think it was the New Year's Kita-san Black. I think was the one that ends up kind of shifting the meta a little bit away from Oguri Cap. But until then, she is going to be kind of the premier for at least in medium distance. Any other distance is kind of, fair play, but yeah, she is just absolutely way too powerful in any sort of medium. I think it was VF server because they also have a bounty board for extras OD. I'm not surprised if like a lot of places do, considering how OP she is in this, so would not be surprised about that. What do we want? I mean, if I'm bringing Saiyan Sky, I don't really have any other requirements for bringing parents. I do have... Okay, this isn't really the best, because I do want S distance. I want to try and get some advantage here. Unfortunately, I don't have that many good parents. I guess I could try to find parents. Let me see, is there any other good parents, I guess more so skills to inherit is the question that I have for myself. No, it doesn't look like it. Because that one's really for race. Because, yeah, Maruzensky's unique is not going to be good for this course. So that's out of the question. I know, who was it? El Condor Pasa? I don't even know if that's going to be good for this one, but that is another option. And I do have a few parents for her. Not the best parents, but like I have parents of El Condor Peso. This is just mild, medium. Medium. There's a medium. There's a medium in there. I can take that. But no 3 stars, unfortunately, because I don't really do parent building except for that one time when it worked out. Okay, well, who are my other Condor Pasa, El Condor Peso parents? Well, first of all, I should even look to see if it is a thing that I should be using. Where is that website that had the Uma tools, right? There was a website that I was using to see which skills would probably be good for this. Trackblazer? Is that it? No. Man, what was that site again? It's been a while. Dude, in a minute. Reference. Sure, I'll find it in here somewhere. And I have the guide pulled up here just so I can remember / do better. Am I logged in? Whoops. No, log me out. Oh god. I was logged in with my personal email there. That was not what you want to see. Okay, let me go private. Umamusume reference. Umamusume reference. Global edition. Is this it? Strategy? Strategy. No, that's finding friends. I don't need to finding friends is for nerds. Where? I swear there's a website for this. Where is it? This is such a big document that I don't really want to spend too much time to go through all of it. Oh, what the heck? My scroll stopped working. I love that for me. No. Yes? No. Oh, yep, there it is. There, found it. Okay. That's what it was. The Uma, whatchamacallit website. Now, what's this course again? Now, that's the question. Hold on. What? I had a thumbnail. Oh, man, I have so many tabs open now. The current race we have is a... Oh, I'm blocking it with my head. God freaking damn it. Come on, Shino Penguin, what are you doing? You're blocking the information with your head and your thumbnail there. Okay, well in that case, English media. Scroll down. Nakayama turf. Okay, Nakayama 2000. That's a really weird way to say 2000 meter. Okay. Wait, no, this isn't the site I was looking for. This is a stupid site. Ah, man. Only took me until just now to realize that's not the right scale. Actually, wait, hold on. Is this right? Oh, wait, maybe it is. Huh, okay. You know what, rather than letting y'all be trapped in here, let me actually show what I'm doing. That would be probably the best thing to do, so let me do that right now. Move my obs so that y'all don't see that. Where is my... this happens every time. There we go. Okay. Let's switch over to the desktop side of things. I've been doing a lot of grinding on my main account, specifically farming fans. I'm 100 million away from 1 billion fans for Nice Nature. Ooh, nice. That's a lot of grinding. I don't even think I have that many for Ines Fujin for the number of years that I've been playing the game on Japanese. I think I only have like, what, 300... How many fans do I have at this point? Like 300 million? Like 350 million, I think, so... Yeah, that's a dedication right there. And I'm only doing it because I really just use her for fan runs for farming for my circle. Okay. But, yeah, hats off to ya. Maybe I might do that eventually when Ines gets here, but like... I think I'll wait until, the new scenario comes, because I don't want to have to go through so many of those in the, in Trackblazer. Now, what am I doing? I'm trying to find the, what is the name of El Condor Pasta skill? Hold on. No, that doesn't help me at all. This is a terrible website. It's this one, Victoria Perplentia. Well, that's the... What is this? Brother... Okay, that's not what I want at all. Let me... Hold on. Where... What? Who? Where? When? Did I close the website? Hold on. I did not close the website. It should still be there? Question mark? No? Maybe so? Maybe not? Who cares? I don't know. Well, I'll find it again. Umamusume reference. Back at it again. Doing it for the love of the game. Oh yeah. At that point, I think that's really what it's all for. Because you don't even get like some sort of like reward for that. It's just like kind of bragging rights. Which is, you know, still a reward in itself. I swear this website had, or not this website, this document had that... Strategy... Mechanics, maybe? They had a website that, like, listed... I've used it before, where I was able to see, like, based on the, like, these skills you take, like, which ones would be the most effective. Oh, man, where is it? Nah, this is just all math. Ew, gross. Math. I hate it. Never thought I'd say that, but, when it comes to this game, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't need that in my life. Using the Umalator, is that what that is? Is that... Didn't I just... Isn't that the site I was just... This is it! Here we go. Okay, so this was just the... Ah, I see. That was just a... This is a different website. I was gonna say, like, I feel like I've seen that before, but I was wrong. Okay, so... Now that we have this in play, so we're bringing in a good old Seiyun Sky. I'm gonna assume... oh my goodness. Okay, 700. I'm gonna assume somehow I get max power. Let's just assume we get 1,000 wit. No, not 100 wit. Yeah, 0 wit. That sounds like a good idea. And 400 guts. Sure. Let's be generous with that. So, surface aptitude, distance aptitude, style aptitude. Let's just assume we somehow get S distance. So with angling and scheming, let's see. Skill table. Skill table. Okay. Oh, and I got a, yeah, Nakayama 2000 meter preset Aries Cup. Oh, perfect. It's already preset to the Aries Cup. Does plancha to whatever even work in this case? It doesn't seem like it does. I'm not even seeing. Yeah, it's down there. That's not what you want to see if you're me. In fact, where is it even? I don't even see it in here. Oh my. Oh my, yeah, okay, it's a good thing we checked, because that is an absolute no, that is a no, we're not bringing that. So if that's the case, from what I'm seeing here, it looks like Teo? I don't know about that. Okay, all this is telling me is that I can bring whoever the hell I want, and it really doesn't matter too much. At the end of the day, I think what we really want is the skills that we get from the support cards. So we'll do that. Okay, good lesson. Good to know. Back to the game. Back to looking at this shit. So now that we have that, now I can focus on trying to find any parents that have as much medium inheritance as I can, just so I can try and get that S distance, S aptitude, as they say. S aptitude. Do I even have anybody good with like medium inheritance? That's the question. You know, the worst case is I might have to find another parent. Gold City, maybe? Gold Shitty? That's not too bad. Oh, my neighbors I don't know what my neighbors are doing. It's just like... Now they're just doing like this weird bass thing when it's like a rumbling, like a low rumbling sound, which is honestly worse than what it was before, when they were just playing music. Sometimes. Or talking. They want to annoy me, they are sure doing it, but I don't really give a shit at this point. Medium. Long. That's just longs. I mean, that'd be great for certain situations. This is not that situation. Taishin. I mean, this is good, probably. No, it isn't. It's not good at all. That's stupid. Well, worst comes to worst, I might want to also get... See, the reason why I'm also just, like, in a bit of a pickle here is I want to find somebody that has, like, good, just overall blue factors here, because, like, also want to try and create this Sky to be a good parent at the end of the day as well. Right now, it's not looking too great. What was the one that I was just saying that was okay? Was it the city, right? The Gold City? Yeah, that one's not too bad, I think, all things considered. Yeah, definitely not gonna inherit that or anything, but that could work. And then I guess let me see if I have any parents here that even have like this medium aptitude. I mean, that's all right, I guess. If only that was a 9-star. All right, well, we'll just live with it. That's fine. Now, support cards. This is where we're gonna have to start thinking about some stuff. I'm gonna move it up. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna start over from scratch. Okay, so what is a I mean, obviously, if we're gonna build the... Oh my god, it's so quiet now. It's amazing. If we're gonna be building a front runner, I think unfortunately we're gonna have to bring this one for the guaranteed groundwork, which is fine because I've noticed that the support card lineup that people are recommending are like 2 speed, 2 power, 2 wit. So if that's going to be the case, I'm just thinking... I've been most recently just borrowing a lot of Top Road, like this one. So that is the option, that's the play, along with... Who else was it? I know Kita's not the best for this scenario, but she's still good, so like we're still bringing her. Now, okay, so what other shenanigans do we need to bring for a front runner? I mean, see, I'm so used to like when I'm playing on the JP version that it's like there's so many skills you have to bring for front runners that it's really just kind of, and even then they're not as good as a pace chaser usually for the most part. So I kind of have to be like mindful of that. But taking the lead, what is that one? Gee, if only I knew what skills these were. I'm just going back to the site that I had before. Okay, skills. Taking the lead. And then the good friends. Oh, bourbon. Yeah, bourbon. Bourbon's good. And I do have that skill card because that was a free event card, so we will take that. Okay, bourbon. What did I just press? Okay, I just pressed that for some reason. Okay, taking the lead's good. Escape artist. Interesting. Escape artist. That sounds familiar. See, I only really know these from the Japanese translations. Escape artist, increased ability to lower front mid race. Helios, huh? Helios. Oh, Oh wait, no, but wait, Sky does have this though. So unless I don't have her fully evolved, hold on, let me check. Oh, I don't. Can I? Oh, I don't have enough monies. This is a conundrum. If only I can transfer my money over from my Japanese version onto this version, because I have like 10 million over there. But yeah, that's actually really. I'm gonna have to grind out money real quick. Hey Gabe, what's up? Rare Wednesday stream. Yep. Just I felt the time was right to return back to the English version, and I'm not gonna do. Well, hold on. Do I want to do that? That's not worth it. No, we're not doing that. But I do really need monies. Oh man. Oh man. I think that's actually my only option right now, unfortunately. Well, that's unfortunate and also very sad. Oh wait, I know how you can get money. Transfer request. Duh. Duh. Who you're running? I think my first option. Well, I'm training for the CM, and I don't have Christmas Oguri cap like every other person does, so I'm probably just gonna bring like CM Sky, original Oguri, Tamamo, and maybe a debuffer. We'll see, but I'm not really gonna try that hard for the CM, so we'll just grind until we're done with the event and then just call it a day there. Yeah, that one. Let's get rid of all of my... Wait, hold on. Yeah, that one. Let's get rid of all my subpar Umas here. Yeah, there we go, 3,000. Slowly building up my fortune. This is not going to be enough either. But this is a start, I guess. Who do I have here who is not good? Which one of you do I need to get? Can I get rid of? Should I get rid of? Can I get rid of? One over the other. Maybe this Kanen? Yeah, that Kanen's not that great. Well, we'll get rid of you. There you go. Okay. Personally, running Kita-san and Double Dom. That's probably a good idea. I'm just like, I don't think I'll be able to build like a good enough ace for that to really make an effect. But we'll see, depending on how quick I can get some of these to be done. When is the CM start anyway? Actually, I don't know, but probably soon. But I'll have to look into that. I don't want to really get rid of this Marzensky. Well, yeah, this Marzensky sucks. Okay, never mind. I'm getting rid of you. I was like, I don't want to really get rid of Marzensky because it's like she does have a good skill, but like I can train a different Marzensky if I really need to. Oh, good, 1,500 coins. That's so worth it. I love this for me. Maya, yeah, Maya can go bye bye. Okay. Okay, so hold on. Escape Artist is good then. Top Runner. Top Runner. That sounds also familiar. Top Runner. Increase the passability to go to the front race. Well, that's a bitch and a half, especially since it's the only character. There's no way to get it from any support card, and the only character that does have it is, oh, look at that, Ballroom Saiyan Sky. Great. I love that for me. Thank you. You know, maybe I should bring Suzuka or something. Okay. Anyway. Let's see here. April 20th? Oh, okay. Then we have, oh, less than a week. That's fine. That's okay. Probably not gonna have the best Umas for this, but that's just alright. Because I'm not really, it's like the title of the stream, Low Effort Edition. I'm only doing this just to get the event points. Just get to the 1,000,000 event points and then be done. That's really what I'm here for. City. Right? Yeah, I get rid of this Gold City. I feel like there's a few not good Umas that I have in here, like ones like, yeah, like these B-rated ones. Like, so that's actually, that one's actually not horrible is the problem. I just want to get rid of ones that are terrible before getting rid of the other ones. So, like this one. Get rid of that one. I don't need this one. What happened here? I don't know what happened there. Why did I get an F for an Oguri? Probably joined this DM as well. Xmas Oguri and Cancer, Giver, Nice Nature, and probably backup base. Yeah, I mean, if you have having Xmas Oguri is just already like a big advantage. Although I'm pretty sure everybody and their mother will bring one as well. So a debuffer might help. I think as toxic of a strategy as it is, I think Xmas Oguri and 2 debuffers is probably the way to go. As toxic as it is, because like of how powerful she is. Okay, Tannhäuser, are you good? Are you good, or should I get rid of you? I'll get rid of you. Well, actually, yeah, I'll get rid of you. Why not? I have a better one. I think I do. I hope I do. Okay, well that was good and all. Let's see how many coins I have now. Oh wait, you know what? Hold the phone. I might be cooking? Question mark. Hold on a minute, please. Oh, for fuck's sake, never mind, that was not even close to enough. Great, I need 100,000 more. This is good for me, I love this. I love everything about this. I'm trying to think how else I can get stars. Or not stars, monies. This does not bring joy to me. I am not getting any joy. Don't you get, I mean, I guess I could get monies through here. Maybe I'll save Saiyan Sky for later. Maybe I will. Yeah, maybe I should, because, like, that might be the play. So I'll save Saiyan Sky for later then. So in that case, let me make... Well, then, oh god, now I gotta do more thinking here real quick. Wow, Digital freaks out like usual. Let's start building a Tamamo Cross then. I've seen people say that you should to build her as a late, which is kind of interesting. I think you should build her as an end closer personally. So with that being said, let me just do some shenanigans here. Okay. Yeah, I am your Kami-sama. That is correct. Hope the birthday cake making goes well. It's Neichi's birthday today. It is. I did see that. Happy birthday to Nice Nature. Also, I did miss it. At this point, it's been like a week, but it was Inez's birthday on the 10th. So happy birthday to Inez as well. I think I streamed during that day, so I didn't even mention it. So I'm a bad fan right there. It's a bad Oshi fan, but there you go. I will beat S-Mix Oguri with Krita-san just like how I beat Sin Great Oguri with Cheval. Yeah, I mean, go for it. Fulfill that bounty. Go prove to the others that you've beaten all the Xmas Oguris and get whatever reward they're giving for that. And that is how you do it. Okay, so Tama's a bit easier. Definitely need to bring Ryan. Definitely need to bring Dobear. I think those two are pretty key for that. So the question is, do I even have... Actually, the answer to the question that I didn't even ask is yes. The question I was about to ask is, do I have... I don't have Dobear, but I do have some pretty decent Ryan parents, like this one. This one's actually not too bad. See, you got the medium. I guess it's only 1 star, but it's whatever. But that one's not too bad. I mean, I'll take that. And then Dobear. I see that I have another parent here for Dobear. Do you have any good medium inherits? Yes. No. Fuck. Okay. D-Mile. I don't love that for me. Well, this one has medium, medium, medium. This one has better... This one has a lot better medium inherits, even though it has the 1 star weight, which is not my favorite, but we'll take that because it's whatever. Now, I'm kind of thinking, do I have better Ryan parents than that? I don't think I really do. Because the thing with Trackblazer is I kind of want to get this mile up a little bit, as stupid as that is. It's gonna go up to D. You know what? Screw that noise. This is also the annoying thing about Trackblazers. You need to have the mile and the medium to be at least a good good aptitude. So it really does limit you if you have characters like this who don't have that. But frankly, I think I'm just gonna not give a damn, and we're just gonna go with that for my life. Where did she go? Where, hold on, let me just go back. Yeah, there we go. Yes, Perfect. Okay, great. Now I need to think about my life, which is the next composition here. Although in JP I actually have the meta cards, I'm stuck running a cheap guts deck on global, praying for a godly inspiration and training luck. Honestly, same. I mean, look at my support deck. I mean, I have MLB Kita, which is not great for the CM. And I'm pretty close to MLB Ayabe, which is actually pretty goated for this CM, or not CM, this scenario specifically. But otherwise, it's kind of slim pickings here. Not really looking that good. Now, that being said, oh, hibbity hobbity. Where is the... I closed it, of course I did. I was gonna have the guide up recommending what things I need to bring for this CM. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Okay, any other good fashion skills? I mean, I know the, what is it? The, no stopping me, is that what it's called? Yeah, no stopping me. I know that's definitely the acceleration skill we want to bring, especially if you're talking late racer. And anybody that's not a front runner is pretty good with that. The only issue is that there's no cards that bring that other than the terrible Yuki no Bijin card, which, do I even have that card? I don't think so. I'd be kind of sad if I did, actually, to be honest. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you'll be right here, so no, I don't have that. Okay. Yeah, let me see, because yeah, she's the only one that has that. And then what's the other variant? It's Nimble Navigator, which I know. Okay, it's gone. It's gone forever. Where did it go? It's gone. It's disappeared from my screen. I love that. Sources confirm. Variants, Nimble Navigator. Sources. Why is it one? Okay, I have a bug to report on this website apparently. Miracle. You know what? Fuck it. Nimble Navigator. There we go. Just click it from here. Oh, that's a lot of cards that give it. Okay, that's nice. I mean, that's about as good as I can get with that, I think. So, do I have a vodka? I thought I did. I don't. I think I'm just confusing it with my Japanese account. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Well, shoot. Okay. Let me think. What's some required skills that I might want to bring here? Well, I think... Super stand, no stopping me. No stopping me is pretty damn good here. Also, wait, hold on. If I'm going to be using her as an end closer, I should probably be... Probably be... What is the, it's not straight shot, it's the gold version of that. Straight shots. Straight shots. Or sorry, straightaway spurt. Yeah, that's what it's called. Encroaching shadow is stupid because I don't have that for any... Wait, Tama has that. Oh, wait, we're good then. Okay, so honestly, I think we're just going to try and borrow Yukino here then. I know that's really probably a terrible idea considering she's not even that good of a card. We're literally only going to be borrowing her for her skill. Now the question is, do I even have anybody who has her? I think the answer to that is no. So I'm going to have to find somebody with that. Umamusume Ultimate's tier list when? That's the question is, am I ranking those based on like how good they are or how much I like them? I'm assuming the latter, because if it's the former, I'm sure somebody has a tier list for that. And they probably have more knowledge about that than I do. Also, it's heavily dependent on like a lot of things, like track, aptitude, it's just a whole bunch of things, so. But if we are doing a tier list, I'll just say angling and scheming is a S tier for sure. I'm just gonna say that straight up. Okay, I need to find a friend for this. Oh, animations? Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. I still think, no, angling and scheming is literally just saving Sky. It's just like, she's just fishing, and it's like, oh, I got 2 fish instead of 1. I'd give that a B, sure, why not? Actually, that would be kind of funny to do, although that would take a lot of time, because with the number of characters there are available right now, and even if the skill animations aren't that long, it's still a couple of seconds, so that's going to be quite the amount of time to actually just get there in the first place, to actually watch all of them. But that could be kind of interesting. A good idea for sure. The Uma Pure DB. Let me just DB. Let me just check on that. Haunts.moe. Is that what that is? Is that what they call it now? Is that what the kids call it? Database. Oh boy. Okay. Filters. Oh jeez. What is all of this? This is overwhelming for somebody who's never done this before. You know what? X out of that. That's not it either. There's a website for this. Where is it? Is this it? Nope. It's gone forever. I guess I'm using this one. Okay. Is it? It is this, right? Yeah, it is this. Okay. Filters, support card. Yuki no Bijin desu. I guess I might as well MLB while I'm at it. Okay, let's see. Is there anybody that has this? Oh yes, there is. I hate the layout of this website. I'm just gonna say that right off the gate. Why are you using Oguri Cap Christmas version as a parent? She is not useful as a parent. I'm just gonna say that straight up. That could be interesting. I highly doubt that's gonna be available. Okay, let's see. Let's do some friend searching right here. Let's get some friends going. Okay. Let's see. 1 2 6 4 9 4 7 4 7 5 007. James Bond. Oh, it is available. Oh, look at that. Ain't that a sack of poopy? Here we go. Ooh, all 25 trainers. Speaking of alt animations, I made an amazing discovery. Let's see what this amazing discovery is. That's funny. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a whole a good amount of skills or like uniques that also kind of match up in some ways. I want to say there was one example of that where it's like 2 of the Umas actually match pretty well. I don't remember off the top of my head though. They're the same side, 2 different coins. They really are, honestly. Except at least Shuval was actually able to win a G1 race. Unfortunate for Shion, was not able to even get that far. But that's okay. We can imagine, you know, at least we're not Bukidor level where it's just like couldn't even win a single graded race, I think. Didn't she even get so far as to like, no, she won a graded race. But she's was in the unfortunate era that she was. Where's my Bijin? There's my Bijin. Okay. Where's Yukino? Okay. Now, the rest of this is just going to be optimized for fun and games, aka race bonus, which means where's my Marvelous Sunday at? There she is. Okay, so I think we're doing 2 speed, 2 power, 2 wisdom or wits, and we'll see how that goes. Okay. Hibbity hobbity. Power. Now the power thing is probably the free Marvelous card they give, right? Is that the one? I'm seeing that as an example, and do I even have that? I should have that. Did I have that? I should have that. Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Why am I not seeing it? I don't know. Oh, because it's a duplicate. Well, no wonder it's recommended to bring Tachyon. Okay, Tachyon it is. Tachyon. Because, yeah, this Marvelous Sunday has a lot of... I love how we're almost an hour in and I haven't even started a single run yet. Anyway, supports. Yeah, I think that has a good race bonus. We want to have at least 50% race bonus at the end of the day, especially for this scenario. Oh yeah, 15%. Oh yeah, that's the good shit. That's what we like to see. That's what we call the good kush. The 2 coins being Orphe Body and the Kitashi. I think the crazy part is when Orphe retired, Shion ended up losing to another Globe Cannon member, Phanomeno. Yeah, you know, it all comes full circle at the end of the day. It's it all comes up gold. It all comes up gold house. That's how they get you. So with that, let me see. Do I have that all card? I don't think so. Okay, well now here's the question. What power card do I want to bring? Nishino Flower has some pretty good race bonus. I don't think I have her fully ulted though. Do I? Do I? I do. Do I even have copies of her? I'm pretty close. That's good enough for me. Whatever. Okay. Now. Speed. Okay, well, Shinko Windy has the 10. And so does a lot of other ones. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to bring... We'll bring Shinko Windy just for the lols, aka because she has the race bonus. And then I'll bring Kita because why the hell not? Even though I don't think she has that much race bonus to begin with. Where the hell is she? Kita. Let me just double check. Race bonus, 5%. Okay, so what is that? 5, 15, 30, 45. Yeah, that should be above 50. Okay, good enough for me. Let's do it. Let's finally start this after, oh, I don't know, 46 minutes of whatever we were doing. We're finally starting a run. And now it's going to be another hour before this run is finished. If Trackblazer has anything to go for. But that's okay. We'll get into it. Okay, let's actually do it. Let me bring up OBS again so I can actually see it. Okay, great. Alright. Don't get... You know, it's funny. I actually kind of like the OST from this. But every time I listen to the OST for this, I'm just like... It just brings back memories. Both good and bad. Let's do that one. Mostly bad. Mostly bad. Ooh, look at that. Yes. But yeah, priority. I'm gonna try my best to try and get all of them to a good level. Because if I do get the carrot barbecue or whatever the heck that's called in the English version, I'd want to get all of them to be kind of even so that I don't have one to be like one with friendship rating way lower than the other ones. Because that does end up being kind of annoying sometimes. So I'm trying to make sure to make it a bit even, but also I want to make sure that I'm getting the max coverage, so I think I'm going to go first one. I'm just going to completely contradict what I just said. I'm just going to do that instead. Scholar Hat Prage. It's funny, I don't actually really ever prioritize the Scholar Hat. I know, I mean, obviously Sharp, Sharp or whatever you call it in the English version is good, but like, it costs... I only really get it if I have like a huge surplus of points, which almost rarely happens. And it just feels like, for the most part, I'm just trying to get the other items there. And then, it's funny that when I do have a surplus of points, it never shows up. Such is life in Trackblazer, where you're privy to the whims of the shop, and however the shop works. Nakayama, okay, we're going that one. Let's go this one. These two are kind of behind. If it's discounted, then we're good. Even then, it's still pretty expensive though, not gonna lie. But yeah, no, undiscounted, it's kind of really hard to justify. Discounted, yeah, then it's kind of, you know, a little bit more digestible, but I rarely ever really take it, honestly. Also, wow, marvelous. I think I remember there was an area conversation with Marvelous Sunday where she didn't even say Marvelous once, and I was like legitimately shocked. Because I'm like, that's not right. It's like this, you know, Marvelous Sunday not saying Marvelous in like passing conversation. What is this? It's like, what is this, the Twilight Zone? It's crazy. About 2 more months of this and we're almost halfway through this scenario lifespan. Oh man, that's so good to hear. So, taking down the days until we get to Grand Live. It's not that I like Grand Live, it's just like, it's just not Trackblazer, so, you know. I'm looking forward to that, when I can actually not have to spend 45 minutes on a run. Oh, Yukino, the, according to the most recent popularity poll, the least popular character in... At least for ones that are in the EN game right now. Which is really unfortunate. I do like Yukino. especially her relationship with City, Gold City, like the nice contrast. Plus, it's a good shipping. It's a good ship for sure. Yeah, they be good. They be good together. Oh, Bakshino. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, as soon as I see class rep, I'm like Bakshin, 100%. Either that or what's her face? Top Road. Top Road. Because Top Road's also, I think, a class rep as well. Although that's not obviously as vital to her character as a Bakshin for sure. Okay, what am I doing here? Let's do this one. It's been such a long time since I've actually like used this card that I completely forgotten. But I remember, I think the last event takes energy away, which is really annoying. I remember that being a thing. Zephyr being one of the most unpopular ones is just vile. Absolutely love her design. I kind of understand that though, because like she's not, obviously she's not in the game right now. Although she is in the game now with Nishino Flower. She does show up in her scenario, but I can I get it. It's kind of unfortunate. I do agree. I do love her design as well. But yeah, and she does play a role in Sprinter's story, although that is also kind of, it's slowly feeling like lost media at this point because of how rare it is to actually see any mentions of it. It was a stage play, right? Only available in Japan. I don't think they ever showed, they don't have any like kind of like Blu-ray or DVD of it outside, so it's not like there's any opportunity to see it after that, so it's a rare opportunity. I just don't really like Man because I can't really brain dead to go through careers if I just want to farm fans or do daily. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like you actually have to like do like you have to pay a good amount of attention when you're playing, and then it's just like going through all the menus of the races and the shops, and you know, having to pre-plan ahead and do a whole bunch of stuff there, and it just like adds up so much time. And then you're privy to, again, back to the whole thing of, you know, it's I love when people were initially talking about it, people were like, oh, it's not, you know, it's fine because it's slightly better because the RNG isn't going to be as bad, only to realize that the shop RNG also can absolutely screw you. So I don't know what the hell they were talking about, but maybe that was just copium. We talked about this, but the weight believe is so low compared to the likes of her rivals. Yeah, I think, yeah, we did talk about this, and I think it was the whole thing of like she compared to her rival, she has less of a less bombastic personality, because you have Lido with her whole shtick with the straight lines, and then Durandal with her whole shtick of being the knight, and then you have Believe, who's just masculine, which, you know, I still love that. In fact, I think out of the three, I think I like Believe the most, but I can see why people wouldn't be as attracted to her as the other two, especially since none of them are even in JP right now, so, or sorry, even in the English version right now, so, you know, it really just is about memes at that point, and I can tell you that right now there's a lot of memes about Lido for sure, and Durandal, not so much about Believe. I think she only had 24 points. I mean, I don't remember if that was lower or higher than Inez, but like, yeah, I feel you. I feel you as somebody who also has a favorite character that is not that popular. Oh, look at that. We already got the last event there. Nice. Give me my skill. Wait, I'm sorry. Mood +5? I did not know that was a thing. Mood +5? You can go straight from like the worst mood to the best mood. That's actually hilarious. Okay, so I was wrong. I thought that this one would take away energy. I think that was just the first event. It was one of those events at least. I should probably, before I forget, set my schedule. Actually, I can't set my schedule because this is about because this is the one that has all the mile races, which is not going to be applicable here. We'll figure it out as we play along. So I can do Unity Cup, but I just hate it more than Man, so I end up just doing Euro sometimes, which, fair, you know. Sometimes I wish maybe sometimes there's a part of me that's like, maybe I should just do that and feel that, but to the very few believers That's a pretty good fan name, actually, for her fan group, I guess, is a believer. I mean, that's a pretty easy slam dunk there. Alley-oop, as they say. Card that cures depression. Yeah, I mean, there is that, but I mean, the trade-off is the rest of it is shit, so not really that good. Oh yeah, it's also Ikuno's birthday too. I remember in the Japanese game there was a new area conversation, because I think now they're adding new birthday conversations for every character now, even if they only have like a few or they have like the maximum. But the newest one, I think it was for Nature, was Ikuno and Nature. It's like Ikuno was like, happy birthday, Nature, and then Nature was like, oh, it's your birthday too, happy birthday. And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, you know, the two Canopus members who are close together both have the same birthday. It's like, who would have thunk? Who would have thought about that? I mean, it is more common than not, honestly, to share a birthday with somebody. I know there's the whole birthday paradox, right? Where it's like in a group of 20-something people, there's like a 50% chance that 2 of them would share a birthday. And I can definitely confirm that because I have known people throughout my entire life who have shared birthdays with me, both like from elementary to high school. There was a guy who I had a birthday shared with, and then in college too, I shared a birthday with somebody. So it's kind of funny how that works out. But I mean, especially in Uma too, right? Because there's like a limited range of birthdays with how the I guess how horse breeding works, and like how it's designed so that it's supposed to only be like in a certain season. So that's why there aren't any Uma birthdays in like whatever range of months there are. I think it's like the winter months or whatever. So it's kind of funny though when you have like 6 birthdays, like you have like so many Umas to share birthdays. So like Inez, I think, shares a birthday with Helios and one other character. I think there was one day where there was like 5 different birthdays, and that's just like, that's gotta be crazy. I feel bad for like the characters that share birthdays with really popular characters, and then they just kind of feel shafted. It's like they barely get any attention there. I need to do a race because I have no points, and I am not in a good position. We're just gonna have to suck it up and do some pre-OP races. I really just need the points at this point. The downside of the tracks, of the blazing of the tracks. This time, sure, let's risk it. Okay. Alright, what do we have? What do we have? I'll take the grilled carrots, I'll take the stamina, I'll take the manual, and that's it. Okay, carrots it is. The carrot barbecue grilled carrots. Okay, you know what? We're actually pretty good on the friendship gauges there. Mainly because I've been focusing on that rather than actually racing, which is not optimal for this scenario, but also, who cares? I don't care anymore. Although I really do need to focus on races pretty soon, especially since I'm actually haven't even filled my gauge yet, so let's do that. Okay. I hate how there's so few medium focus races early on. It's all just miles. All just miles and mediums. You just need to have those two, and then you can do the majority of the graded races. And if you're missing one of those, you're just kind of absolutely screwed. It feels like more so if you're screwed, you're missing medium, or if you're missing mild, then you're missing medium. Although medium, I think, is more so just for the G1 races. I feel like a majority of those are mediums. But like overall, I feel like there's more mild races, at least from my experience. Anyway, look at that, look at that. Look at that cute couple right there. Real life couple. AKA they fucked in real life. Friendship, the power or wit. Straightaway acceleration or straightaway adept? Doesn't really matter. Honestly, I haven't touched global in like a week. Yeah, I would not be playing this if it wasn't for the fact that there was the event right now. Cause it's kind of the same way I've been treating Gaku and Idolmaster. It's like if there's not like anything that like where I'm like required to have to do, not so much required, but like where there's like sort of events that give out rewards, I would not be playing. And so there was like a whole, like honestly, like days went by without me playing a single run in Gakumas. Like I would just log in, do like dailies, and the nice thing about that game is you don't have to play a run to get all your dailies, so you can just kind of do whatever activities, get that going, and then you're just done. But there are actually probably even like weeks went by where I didn't even do anything in that game. I just barely do the minimum. Let's get some energy going so I don't get the race fatigue early on. Been making a dirt cheval, but I really got locked in on global because I looked at my pole plans and God, I need carrots. I feel that, yeah. I've been lucky that, you know, with the anniversary at least, I got a few, or not a few, I got quite a lot for Ines coming up. I think by the time she comes around, I should have the 30k for the desperate worst case situation. I had so much that I was actually to the point of where I was even able to use a few for pulling for Nishino Flower, which I was able to get, so I was able to at least get somebody from that. But we have a few more weeks until that gets to play, although it's going to be tempting with the cheerleader event. Definitely going to want to maybe pull for nature, just because I love that costume, but I'll probably just do like 1 or 2 pulls and then just be done, because I don't want to use up too much of my resources there. Okay, well, we got that going. Good start, I guess. Let me do this. Let me actually plan this out so I don't have to like check in every once in a while. Let me bring in my usual agenda here. Let me see if there's anything good here. EX down, I can't do that. I guess that's, well, I guess that means I'm gonna have to do a race right then and there, but that's fine. That's pretty good. That's not good. That's fine for now. Oh, jeez. Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. Oh, no, you hate to see it. Okay. Late March. Yeah, that's fine. NHK Mile Cup, can't do that anymore. Gotta do the Kyoto Shimbun High. The Kyoto Newspaper Cup. My favorite. I love newspaper cups. Okay, that should be good for now. Okay, we'll do that for now. And then I guess I have to do this race. I knew it was gonna happen anytime soon, but I'm still praying for Wedding Nature this year. I have 480k carrots for both Marsh and her. That's a lot of carrots. I think you should be good for that. Yeah, whenever, if whenever they have that. The thing with the wedding event though is like, it feels like most of the wedding, and I guess you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like from what I remember, most of the wedding alternates have been mares, right? There have been a few exceptions. I mean, trying to think. I mean, the first one was obviously Air Groove, and I mean Maya. I guess I already kind of found an exception there. But I don't know. Maybe it was just. Maybe I was completely wrong. Maybe I'm actually not correct. But also the fact that Nature already has 2 alternates, right? It just kind of makes it a little bit harder, especially since there are characters that don't even have 1, so it's a really low chance. I know there's like characters that have 3 alternates at this. There are a few characters that have 3, right? I think doesn't Godoshi have 3? Like she has the or is that 2? She has the yeah, she has the swimsuit one and she has the Lark one. I feel like she has the 3rd one, but maybe not. But Oguri too. I mean, Oguri's kind of a rare exception because she had the Cinderella Grey, but I don't think anybody has 3 yet. Yeah, maybe I'm just. Yeah, maybe my memory sucks. Maybe I'm just thinking of their original costume as 1. I don't have anything good here. This is the whole thing about, I know you shouldn't rest, but I'm gonna rest because I feel bad. Okay, there we go. See, the thing is, as long as I get an S rating for this, which is honestly not that hard in this scenario, I should be fine, honestly, so I feel whatever. This should be good. As long as I can get an S rating, both in terms of the overall rating here and also the S aptitude, I'm honestly pretty sad. That's honestly pretty good for at least a B rating, or B finals win, which is really what I can hope for at the end of the day with the amount of prep that I'm doing, which is none. But hopefully I get lucky with the, maybe I can get lucky with one of my matchups for the CM and stuff. Hey, look at that, it's the two poor people. It's the two poors. I love them. Love both of them. Do I have anything? These are all terrible. I guess I'll just save up for... Save up for potential, potential better items. I've seen some concept art for Wedding Nature and they're all beautiful, definitely not biased. Can only imagine. Hold on, wait, the wedding event is that coming up for JP? Is it that time of year? I don't remember if it's already happened. It's not, it hasn't happened this year. Has it happened this year? No, the ballroom event is but wait. Yeah, the ballroom event just happened. With Bakshino and Light. Yeah, Bakshino and North Flight. I don't know why I said Light. Oh, my game froze. Look at that stare. That's how you know. Okay, 1 second, real quick. BRB. This has been happening sometimes. I will say, in the JP version at least, it definitely has been. There was definitely a bigger issue for sure. I remember, I want to say even like a couple of years back, it would crash multiple times a day whenever I was playing, and it got super annoying. I think that's what happens when you're playing on an Android. These Japanese games aren't really optimized for Android phones when everybody uses an iPhone over there. But anyway, let's see if there's any. Did I get anything good from that? I sure did. That's pretty good. We'll take those. Take all the scrolls and notebooks, right? Yeah, notebooks we can. And any other items that may come along, we will do that later. Wait, hold on, scheduled race. Oh right, this is the Satsuki show. Wait, no it isn't. Wait, why do I have 4 scheduled races? What am I doing? We'll skip that one. And we'll do a training instead. Yukino's still not great, but we'll figure that out later. I do have a scheduled race. Go screw yourself. Can't believe Kita-san comes out and her 2 ults by the time Shuval comes out. It's a good thing I'm a big Kita-san fan. Yeah, that's true. It's good. And it's also kind of funny how all 3 of them in their own ways are all meta, right? Because like Kita, the original Kita, I think out of all of them actually, the original Kita is probably the least meta, but she's still pretty good in her own right, especially when she came out, which is during first anniversary. But then with the release of, sorry, this is my monitor, with the release of what's-her-face, or sorry, I think the New Year's one came first, which is still honestly decently good for long. But then the anime version came out, which is even better for long. So it's kind of funny how all 3 of them worked out. Meanwhile, there's characters with alternates that none of them are even that good. Unfortunate for those people. Unfortunate for Tama right there. Okay. Well, do we need... let's see if we can hold off on that. Power... Have I gotten the motivate? I've only gotten the... Yeah, I've only gotten this one. Haven't gotten the super... Whatever it's called. The super motivating fun times. Megaphone. So, can't get that yet. Let's see... No. Yes? No? Maybe so? Oh. Wow, that was actually risky. That was a 22% chance right there. I had items that could have healed my health. I don't know why you didn't use them. I don't need them. Can't wait for anime Kita-san. Whenever I run her, she procs her unique right away, so I get to listen to Shoshite Mina the entire race. Yeah, she does get the theme song, which is pretty good. I remember using her for CM and watching the final race, and then it does activate early, so it just activated and then it just played that the entire race, which was pretty fun. Although it did, I think it did loop, which is kind of not ideal, but that's okay. we still enjoy it. And I think she won that anyway, so it all worked out. Did I get anything good from that? No. I guess I'll just take this and take my L. Grilled carrots? Nah, I think I'll hold off. Let's get the Tokyo Yushun in play. Meanwhile, Anime Tail and McQueen really only playing the last spurt. I feel like, honestly, if I have to be honest, that's probably better. Because then you know, you get like it's like, oh, okay, I didn't mean to, didn't mean to press that. Well, that's rip. I had so many clocks available. What I was gonna say was that it kind of plays at a good moment where it's like right at the last spurt and like the hype moment comes into play. Whereas Kita I guess it's its trade-offs, you know. It plays during the entire time, so it's like its own little soundtrack. Please, really? Okay. Let's see. Yes, we want to do the Takashika Kinen. Thank you. Oh my goodness, what are you doing, Tama? What are you doing? You're killing me over here. It's okay, it's all just a dream. It's okay, it's all just a dream. Okay, let's dream that again. There we go, see, that's the real life. It was all just a dream, and then the dream ended up being also a dream. Okay, please give me some healing things, because I really don't have any heals right now other than the 2 I had. Well, of course it's not going to give me anything. I love that. Okay, I mean, I guess. Alright. Wait, I have the good luck charms. That could actually be a good alternative. Yeah, I have 2 of them. Okay, that's good. Because I think this should be enough energy, I hope. Yeah, that should be it. Well, for 1. Unless I do a witch rating here. Actually, the witch rating doesn't look too bad. We'll take that, sure, why not? I wish the Supreme Commander Special Week played Girls Legend U. That would be kind of a fun little twist. I kind of wish there was more, to that point, I wish there was more alternate costumes that played, that had that effect of playing more, like the special OSTs. In kind of similar vein to that, there's that one song, was it the second season of the anime opening, where the concert where I think you have the option to switch the costume halfway or whatever? That was really cool. I wish they used that more, but that was only really that one song, and then after that they just did not use that effect, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, I guess. Okay, well, we really need to improve on our speed. Unfortunately, I don't have any speed weights anymore, so that's really awesome. I love that. Let's just do that. Okay. Hey, wow, why am I so Sonkus? Yeah, that's what it was. I was just like, I couldn't read that very well for a second. Welcome. Is this being played on a phone link? Yeah, this is my my good old foldable phone, the Galaxy Fold Flip. I don't even know what it's called. The Fold 6. It's the thing that folds into like a mini tablet. So I'm playing on my phone. That's how I usually play it. And I've played it so much to the point of where I don't look at my... when I look like this, I'm looking at my screen. But, like, I don't need to do that. Because I've been streaming this for long enough to where I can actually just kind of know where I'm going with this. Honestly, I talked about it with my friends, but I wish they added a feature where you can max bond with an Uma. You can play their solo song when they activate their unique. See, the issue with that, though, is that... Or any song that they have vocals for. I was going to say, the issue with that is there are Umas that don't have vocals. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Maybe one day, Ines. Maybe one day you'll get your solo. What inspirations are being used? So I don't have really great parents. I mean, since I'm training Tama right now, I'm using Dobear and Ryan. But because like I think those two are definitely going to be requirements, especially if you're building like a later end for the CM. But I figure, like I say in the title, this is just kind of a it's a low effort thing, but yes. Did you hear March's Solo came out yesterday? Not my favorite, but still a nice song. I did, yes, I did see that the album released yesterday, so it was Uma in America, March's Solo, Love's Only You Solo, and then they released the officially I guess released that song with Tama and Oguri, the Hello Polaris, I think. That one's also really nice. But no, I do like March's song. That was I like that. I actually like March. Loves his solo as well. I thought that was kind of fun. Yeah. I wonder, and I need to go back and check, because I know in that song, in Loves' song, there were like a couple of other Umas that were in the made like kind of, I guess, cameos. Digital was an obvious one, but then I was curious who the other ones were, because she was like, "Oh, it's time for the request." It was like right in the middle of the song. It's basically that song is just like as you may expect. It's just like her being like, "Oh, we're streaming now." It's like, and then it just kind of turns into a song sort of thing. And then it's like, "Oh, request corner time." And then the first one's just digital requesting whatever the hell she wants. Did you say Ryan too? Yep, I'm doing Mejiro Ryan and Mejiro Dobear. Both really good skills for this this track. Oh, I finally got the thing I needed there. Fully acceleration. I mean, yeah. I think when you're competing against Christmas Oguri, you're gonna need all the skills that you need. Speaking of which, I should probably actually get those going. That's not the right one. Is that what that's called? That's what that's called. Okay. I'm so used to the Japanese translation of that I don't actually know what it's called. The translation was for dough bears, but that's what that is. Okay. I have no stopping me. We're good there. And we'll play it by ear after that, but that should be good for now. Love solo, though. I love it. Yeah, no, it is very loves coded for sure. 100% very loves coded. I do not want to. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Do I have anything good here? Oh wait, I did, right? I had the yes, give me that shit. Give me, that's what, the empowering megaphone. Yeah, that's the shit I need. That's what I really needed. Okay, good enough. Made the mistake of using gold chip for my Tama, but I picked up all the skills I want for it, so I don't want to replace it. I feel that. Yeah, it's like, if you already have something that's like really good, and just like, I don't want to have to spend all this effort to redo this again. It's good enough, you know? Especially with all the different factors that can go into making Umas, and do I want to risk this? I want to risk it. Okay, great. Well, we were against Takio, and that was a hard one to do there. Takio's, for all of her shenanigans, she is actually, I guess, smart, so it's a hard time winning against her in a quiz game. That's okay. But yeah, gold chip skill is not great for a parent. Honestly, I think if you're looking, and this is all really dependent a lot on, I mean, this is my cop-out answer, but it's true. Okay, well, I'm just gonna lose this, I guess. Probably because I don't have enough stamina. Okay, well, this is my last chance. But it really does depend. Okay, well, fuck me. On the track and the like, well, the track and the distance. I think that's the biggest thing. Condition, I think, is more so affects kind of how much of every skill you take. So, like, if you're doing like a heavy or a wet course, more power is generally recommended there, and like more stamina just to kind of deal with those conditions. But generally, yes, Queen Elizabeth Cup. Generally, Queen Elizabeth Cup. Next time I'll use a card with something like Daring Strike instead of using Gold Chip for inspiration. That works too. Yeah, I think. I mean, for this CM especially, I know Dobear and generally speaking, I'd say like moving forward, Ryan's skill is a good acceleration skill. Dobear's also a good acceleration skill, and it's gonna be like that for a little bit anyway. So those two are pretty good to have her parents. I don't have Dobear, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to borrow her, but I do at least have Ryan. And we can just kind of go hope for the best there. I guess that's my life now. Okay, well I have a lot of good luck charms, so that's cool. If I ever need to do training, which I probably need to do here. No, I need to do a race actually. It's called Japan Cup. That's kind of nice. I've actually never built an end. The only end I like is Shion, and she's far into the future. Yeah, end closers actually are pretty good, I'd say. Only because there was, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. End closers are good if you're Gold Ship or Narita Taishin, and only because Taishin has a Encroaching Shadow, which is... Okay, Scan Outbreak. Is the gold version of that, whatever, that straight line spurt or whatever, that really good acceleration skill. Later on, eventually, there will be the point where they can be available through support cards, but since it isn't right now, Taishin ends up being kind of a really powerful kind of candidate for that. But I would say, yeah, if it's not those two, it's generally kind of harder to build an end closer, especially since, you know, end closers can have the danger of being trapped, which is not the greatest. Don't want to do that. That's 4 consecutive races. Okay. Waiting for my paces to get monster. That's gonna be a while though, because I think that's not even gonna be until Narita Brian, the Blaze version. And then even then, I think it doesn't even show up as like a thing that you can get through a support card until what's her face, Tam Opera O. And that's not even a good card, so like then you have to wait until all the way until... Who's the one that has it? That's actually a good support card. Oh, there was I don't remember it off the top of my head, but there is another card that eventually gets it. That's actually a good support card. Narita Speed? If that's the one I'm thinking of, isn't that the one that's the comes from the Rock event? That one's not... I don't think that's the one I was thinking of, though. There was another one that had it that was actually pretty good. Like a generally good card to have. I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, Brian Speed, my bad, I'm a LARPer. Oh no, he said Narita, get him. Get him, guards. No, it's all good. I know what you're talking about. It's okay, we accept LARPers here, we accept tourists, except for when they call... What's the worst thing that could I mean, obviously Mambo is probably the worst, but like, what's the worst that you can have? I saw somebody call Ines Fujin, which kind of made me cringe, but that wasn't really the worst of it. I don't know, it had to be something so bad, like maybe call Special Week weak? That would be the worst thing ever. That would be so bad. Wait, I spelled Brian wrong too? Oh my god, I didn't even notice that actually. Brain Speed, my favorite. I love Narita Brain. Okay, she won Arimakinen at least. I like to run overwhelming pressure on my end closers. It's like having Special Week as an inspiration for long races. Yeah, it's definitely... That is one way of doing it for sure. Probably a good way too. I just feel like for end closers, especially with this early on in this game, which is like right now, but like even pre this scenario, like I'm talking like the first long CM, like not long CM, sorry, the first no, yeah, first long CM, because that was really just people recommended Gold Ship, Narita Taishin, and I think I used both of them and did pretty successfully for that, which checks out because they're pretty good for that. But it's funny looking at it now here, the meta, compared to what it is now in the Japanese version, where end closers are not... It's so pace dominated. Like, pace chasers are the absolute best strategy. And, like, front runners are kind of useless, honestly. I mean, there's exceptions. I mean, the upcoming CM is going to be probably dominated by front runners, but... Seems like there's not really a good card. it's not like Pace Chasers, right? Where there's like a whole bunch of like specialized cards, like a Teo or like a Fine Motion or something. The only one about that is like really just a is what's her face Bourbon. But the thing about that is just like Bourbon. I mean, one, that's a power card, so that's kind of iffy. But like also, yeah, there's no like good speed card for a front runner right now. Nothing like a Teo. I'm sure that might happen eventually, but it's just it's at a weird pace right now where it's just like the front runners are kind of useless. I think they just overcorrected because it's gonna get to that point in this game, or it may have already gone to that point in this game, where front runners are so much better than. That's whatever. Where front runners is honestly like a really good strategy. Oh, skin outbreaks cured, nice. Yeah, like front runner is actually a really good strategy to do. Between, you know, Swimsuit Marzensky, Kita-san, you have all these other like characters. It's like just very good options there. I'll get the mood up, sure, why not? Unless you're Parade Falcon, yeah. I mean, unless you're running a dirt race or something, which is what the theme is going to be in Japanese. So let's prepare for that. Also, what did that front change even do? Because they did add when that front... Wait, maybe I just read that wrong. What did that front change even do? Because they did add that when full throttle was added. Yeah, I think that was just another way to make it even harder for fronts to win, but... Christmas Mayano? Christmas Mayano, oh, the scale card. Yeah, I mean... I guess, but if you're talking, I mean, I feel like more than Christmas Mayano, I'd say the Marzensky card, honestly. The Speed Marzensky card is a lot better. Like, as a general card, and even then, I feel like that's overshadowed by a lot of other speed cards nowadays in JP, like obviously Almond Eye, Air Groove, and then in certain situations, you know, like with Aruvu, with lates and all that, so... But like, for general use, right, it's just like, I think Almond Eye, Air Groove for this current scenario, Teo if you're building a pace. There's so many other better options in play. I'm gonna do a race. I don't have any good races, just kidding. Just kidding. I love how Parade Falcon is so powerful, the Parade Ricky got a new evolve skill. Yeah, to trying to counter that. But if there's anything we learned about, okay, like, great, lost against Hayahide. But if there's anything I learned about the past history of this game, is that, you know, whenever they try and do any corrections, it just kind of backfires in a way. Hey, look at that! Wow, we just talked about Christmas Mayano card. I'll take this one. I think that's the good one. Yeah, that's the good shit. That's the good push right there. Let me get some items, because I think I need to do that. I have a lot of power. Where are my... See, this is what I'm talking... The shop sometimes. I don't have any speed ankle weights right now. They're not even showing up. And I love that for me. I guess that's why we have to do a lot of races, just to keep on getting goals. Unfortunately, we're not a good pace for that. Okay, good enough. I do have MLB Almond Eye, but I can't understand much of what's going on JP. Yeah, I mean, honestly, same. Especially when the new scenario comes out, I'm just like, what is happening? I don't know what to do. It only takes like, it takes a couple of weeks, maybe like a week or two to kind of really figure out what's going on. But luckily, there's a lot of guides available out there to kind of help you through stuff. And the nice thing about playing this game for a while is you do kind of realize, maybe I should start learning Japanese, and so you kind of... And even if you're not, you know, putting efforts into learning Japanese, you still get a pretty good idea of what's what, based on common kanji, and like just learning hiragana and katakana goes a really long way, so that also helps as well. Like, it's not even fair Parade Falcon gets a unique that gets a huge boost if you have a strong start and just give her Evolve Concentration, while Ricky just gets an average unique and a green Evolve skill. Yeah, it turns out, you know, maybe they made her a bit too powerful there. Whoopsies, and made another Christmas Oguri situation. That's okay. We can, which makes it all the more better that I somehow ended up getting her in the first place. I don't remember if that was during no, that was during that was a spook. I think I got her just randomly out of the blue. I was like, oh, Parade Falcon, that's cool. And then it ends up that she's probably the best dirt character there is right now, so kind of funny how that works out sometimes. Yes, we got a race in the... Oh, wait. No, we don't. Let me adjust my schedule again, because we're not doing the Victoria Mile, that's for sure. Victoria Mile, Victoria Mile. No Yasuda Keenan, more like the Naruto Keenan. Now that's the better Keenan right there. Is there anything good here? I mean, that's all right. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. Yeah, the rest of these are all medium and long. Okay, so we're good there. Okay. Gucci. I got her while I was pulling for Believe. Ah, we love the good old. We love the spooks. We love ourselves some good spookings. So. There we go. Okay. What's happening? Give me energy. Feels like it's a limited resource in this scenario. 10 no-show spring. How much energy do I have right now? Not enough. Yikes. Yeah, that was never gonna be enough. I mean, I'm not training her for a long race. Honestly, with this CM, you really don't need that much stamina from what I've been seeing. That's why I'm doing a power card instead of the stamina cards. Just max speed, get a really good amount of wit, and then go from there. It's like the recommendation is that everybody's probably going to be maxing out on speed, wit, and power, and so if you really want to push yourself on top, get as much guts as you can. Really just gotta get a leg up on the competition there in some way. I don't think I'm gonna do that great though. That's gonna get like SS levels, which I don't even think I've even technically reached that in this game yet. Not that I'm trying too hard, to be honest. Airship Corps still got that starting future outfit. It is weird seeing the Umas without their outfits, especially since I think after this scenario, I'm pretty sure any new Uma that comes in default starts with their outfit. They don't use the default outfit or whatever. They actually just, when they get implemented or when they show up in any scenario, they actually have their outfit. They don't just have the weird defaults. It's weird. I only think Twin Turbo's the only one who's unreleased who has a G1 outfit. And that's interesting too, because she doesn't even come out until I think like second anniversary, right? Or is it 1.5 anniversary? One of those anniversaries or whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be a while before she actually comes out. And meanwhile, you have other characters that I think are gonna be out before her that still don't have it, which is interesting. Interesting decision. But yeah, now I mean, nowadays in JP, whenever a new character shows up, you know, they're gonna show up in their race outfit. So doesn't really feel like it's as grand of a thing when they do show up with their race outfit, because it's like, oh well, it's bound to happen anyway. Where? Okay, again with the lack of this shenanigans. Speed ankle weights, that's what they're called. Let's do the Takarazuka Keen. And speaking of which, I love the starting art. Some of the poses they hit are nice. I do love that too, because the nice alternate. It's always good to see official art of characters in different poses and alternate, you know, all that stuff. I mean, I know Shuval is a good example of that, right? She has the one where she's like lifting her hat, which is really nice. Favorite suit. Yeah, I was about to say Orphe's. I think Orphe's, her pose in that is honestly just, for lack of a better term, aura farming. Like, she is just like, she has the jacket like draped. She's not even wearing it full. She's like posing it for like backside. It's just like, oh my goodness. That is, as much as I don't really like Orphe that much, it's just like, that is actually just, that is the epitome of cool right there. And I finally got a speed ankle weight, so that's pretty cool. Speaking of cool. Okay. But yeah, they all got there's some pretty cool poses there. I know Danzu has the one where it's just like, and I mean if you really look at it carefully, the starting future outfits are actually pretty I don't want to say revealing, but they are pretty they don't have that much to them, right? So it's just like, especially for some of the more rounded Umas, you know, you can definitely there's a little bit there, and that's all I'll say about that. Can't wait to see how the 5th anniversary of the Umas look during Starting Future. Aren't there still like a few Umas like pre-5th anniversary that don't even have that yet? I don't know. They released that in such a weird form. It's just like they kind of just release it and they don't even like announce or anything. It's like, oh, it's here now. It's like, oh, cool, okay. It's like didn't expect that, but I guess they have them now. But I feel like there are a few that just don't have them yet for whatever reason. Kind of similar along the lines of that. It's just like there's also the ones that are the original concept arts, right? Because they release lulls after the fact, usually whenever they have characters. Time for me to look. Yeah, I'm curious. I off the top of my head, I feel like there are a few that don't have them, but I could be wrong on that, and I would not be surprised if I'm wrong on that. But I'm too lazy to look. Also, I think I just did one of those trainings without my megaphone there, so that's a big whoopsies. That's fine. Okay. Unless we have a good one here. No, it's fine. Okay. That's whatever. It's whatever. I don't care too much about later. Yeehaw. Doria. As the tomato cross one said, Doria. And that's what I like to call her, tomato cross. We love ourselves the cursed nicknames. I realize I kind of sound like a hypocrite because of my whole gatekeeping thing about, you know, nicknames and stuff, but I like to give Umas, like, some really random nicknames. Tomato cross. What's another good example? I'll have to think about it, but that's, off the top of my head, at least that one's definitely one I like to call her. Yeah, we're doing races. The more races, the better, apparently, for this scenario. Doria. Believe looks so cool in her starting future pose. I'm trying to remember what that is. I'd have to look. Hold on. Now I'm curious. Let me actually go to the official Umamusume website for this shit. Why am I zoomed in? What? Why am I default zoomed in for this? Character? Let me just move it over here. Oh, okay. Believe you me. Oh right, yeah, I remember. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is a pretty good pose. She's got the wide stance. That's a ideal stance for any form of exercise. You know, shoulder length. You know what? That would actually be pretty fun tier list to do as well. I'm just gonna do a tier list for every aspect of a character. I've already done one for casual outfits. I've done one for racing outfits. We should do one for unique skills, like Nice Mayo mentioned earlier. We should do one for the starting future pose. That would be pretty funny, actually. Do a nice random stream idea in the future. While I'm here, actually, you know what? Let's take a little bit of a tangent detour break, and let's actually kind of look through these real quick, because I am also kind of interested. Where is my thing? Seems like any Uma before Kiseki has a starting future art, not including Kiseki. Okay, so I was a little bit right about that then, because that's just chatting. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do PC. No, I'm not. That's also the wrong one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I've forgotten all my settings. Okay, there we go. Hey, look, there we go. All the transitions that I had to do there. Yeah. Does Aruvu have one? She does not. Yeah, okay. That's fair. Does I have to scroll all the way down? I mean, these are the new. Yeah, Kiseki does not have one. Even Samson Big has a. Does she really? I don't know what that actually looks like. Samson Big. Let's take a look at that one. Um, that I think this is actually the first time I'm seeing this because I don't remember ever seeing this ever before. Also, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit further. That's probably fine. Yeah, I've never seen this before. Actually, this has to be new. Also, yeah, Samson Big one ever. Samson Big. I mean, let's see. Out of the newer characters, does Shion have one? Oh yeah, she does. Right, she's the obvious ballerina reference. Of course, makes sense. Checks out. Um, I mean, yeah. If we talked before, right? Orphe has like the best one. Like, look at that shit. Like, holy, like, let's zoom out real quick. But like, look at that shit. Damn, that's good shit. Buke got one. Really? Buke has one? That's interesting. Hold on, let me caught in Buke door. This has to be new. I've never seen this before. So I think they just added some of these, because yeah, I have not seen the Buke one before. But I mean, Chronogenesis. Yeah, these I think are new because I don't remember seeing this one before. Love's Only You. Obviously, I think every pose she does has some reference to like a heart. So like that's the stereotypical like Korean heart, K-pop heart. This is like the newer generation heart with the well, this one is the new generation heart with like the cheek and stuff. This one's the heart with the heart hands. I guess this one doesn't really have a heart, now that I really look at it. The only one that doesn't. Both the Darings too? Really? Hold on, that has to be new too. Let me take a look. See. Where are you, Daring Tact and Daring Heart? Daring Heart. Which, I'm surprised Daring Heart's still not out as like a trainable character. I feel like she's gonna be out at some point soon, because like, yeah, that's also new. I don't think I've ever seen that. Because like the rest of her generation, like Cesario, Minecraft, that's another stupid nickname that I like to use. Yeah, like Minecraft, Cesario, and Air Messiah all have been trainable for a while now at this point, so I'm kind of surprised that she's not out yet. Where is Daring Tag? Isn't she like way up? Yeah, she is right here. There she is. Yeah, that is new. I have not seen that before. Okay, interesting. Espoir City hitting that pose in her art. Wants to see what we're doing with there. She's probably further down. What am I doing? Yeah, Espo right here. Oh, damn. Okay, she's breaking it down over here. Put her in the Olympics for that shit. Damn. Okay. But like, yeah, I mean, they all have some pretty interesting one. That's just the standard jumping pose. That's whatever. Furioso, doesn't she have like a? Yeah, that's just just standing there cross-armed. Okay, that's honestly that is pretty apt for her. I'm not gonna really criticize that one. Ah, yes, the Gimlet Chunibyo pose, of course, very fair, very fair. I was talking before, right? Shuval has the the one where she takes off her hat, which is I think is really cute. It's a nice alternate version, in a way. Also, man, it's really that easy to take off her hat, though. How does that work? I don't know. Anyway, you really see the other side of her. Yeah, I mean, the more braver side, right? Machan has the turning around pose. Who else has like more uniquer poses? I remember Vivlos's one being kind of, I don't know if it's weird, but like she has like this one where she's like, it's only because like every time I look at art for her, I always try to look for the oval mouth, like the cat mouth thing. So it's like there, it's right there. The official art has it. It's not really that prevalent here, but you can kind of see it. But like that's always been a thing. Every time I see something about her, it's just like notice that. Glad Kita-san didn't hit her usual. But dude, Kita-san, she really does have like just one pose. It's hilarious. Like if we go to Kita right now, I got right there. Like this pose, it's literally the exact same damn pose. So I'm like surprised. And like honestly, this is not that different. It's just her raising her arm up more. If you really look at it, right? It's just like kind of goes from here to here. It's just like, oh, I raised my arm up a little bit. It's kind of honestly the same if you really look at it from that perspective. But yeah, so she's got the standard pose there. She's actually kind of more stacked than I thought. But yeah, Ines has the what did Ines have? Ines had the I think she had like the half winking pose, and of course she's holding her hat. No, she's not actually, not in this pose. But yeah, she's got the wink, and then one of the few poses where she's not holding her hat there, as per usual. Um, but yeah, okay. Well, actually, let me look through the rest of the kind of newer characters because I'm a little bit surprised that I have not seen any mention about the newer ones there, like Bouquet and like the Daring Tax and all that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude. The first thing I see when it comes to Dantu Flame is you know, like don't lie, right? That's maybe that's just me, but like that is definitely the first thing I notice. Like, damn, okay, or Zam, as the kids say. Considering posing my Kitanendo like that, but it ended up doing something more peak and Yuriful. No, man, you had to do the pose. You had to do the pose. If you don't do the pose, it's not Kita. Doesn't Durandal hit the kneel or whatever? I think I remember. Yeah, she does the kneel. Of course she does. Calstone Light does probably like a straight pose or some shit. Yep, classic. Calstone Light O. Does Cheetos have one? Oh, she does. Cheetos O has one too. That's actually kind of surprising. It's very similar to the pose she has here, a little bit, but just kind of more leaned back into the side. But that's interesting. That's also the first time I've seen that one. Fenomeno has the I think I've seen this one before, but yeah, this is one of the few times I've seen it. It's just very similar to Orphe in a way, right? It's just like different, like very completely different back turned and all that. Um, what about Blast One Piece? So she does not have one. That's surprising. Like Blast One Piece doesn't like she doesn't have one. Almond obviously has one. Yep, she has the point to the sky. Mm, I mean, yeah, I'm assuming these two definitely. Does Lala have one? Lala has one. I don't think I've seen this one actually. Hmm. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I've seen this one either. Now that I think about it, the Grand Allegria pose. That's interesting. I expected her to be more like make an M with your arms, like she does all the time, like the Mile shit. Um, Stego? Does Stego have one? She does not have one. Okay, Stego doesn't have one. That's interesting. See, I don't know what the criteria is with like ones who get them and ones who don't. I mean, Red Desire, that kind of makes sense. She doesn't have one. Um, yeah, I'm presuming, and I think we know the rest of these, like all the new characters here, do not have one. Is this all? Yeah, these are all 7 characters that are new. I think I cooked with the Nendo poses. I mean, let's. I'll even show it right here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. It's the nice shrine over there, the V sisters. V sisters and a random Laurel back there, and then also Teo. That's fun. That's nice. Yeah, alright, well, that was your sketch. Actually, hold on, we're still not done. I want to see the rest of these new characters. I think I haven't seen this one before, so that's also kind of new. Um, but the rest of these, I think, are not as new, so... hold on, voice and voice? Okay, voice and voice. But I think the rest of these are all older characters, so they should all have... they should all have starting future poses. Let's just go to Tannhäuser real quick for yeah. Good old Machitan. And another happy birthday shout out to Nature over here. Good for her. I haven't seen Elle until now, but I love her pose. Let's see, which one is that one? Let's see. Maybe I don't remember. Oh, right. Yeah, it's good. For a second there, I thought she had her hawk on her shoulder for some reason, but then I realized that was just her hair. Like, oh yeah, she has Mambo there too. That's kind of funny. Nope. Wrong one. Um, yeah, okay. I'm trying to remember if there's any other like notable ones on top of my head. I think doesn't Cotton pretty much strike the same poses? Like, yeah, you want to talk about same poses? Cotton, legitimately exact same pose she does for her normal outfit there. It's the cute pose, I guess. You know, it's the standard trademark. Um, what about Urara? Okay, that's fair. What about Jordan? Jordan. Okay, she's got the She's about to hit. She's about to hit the. That's not really hitting the whip. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what that is. Okay. Anyway, that's that was our scheduled tangent break. Let's get back to the actual game, where we're still not even done with our first race. Sorry, first training thing yet. Still haven't even finished this, which is kind of hilarious. What do you mean? Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Oh, now the speed ink weights are starting to show up. That's nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need those for the future. And then I should probably do a rest here. Let me move all these back, but I can be your mommy. Here, Super Creek, I can be your mommy. I was thinking about Gentle Donna's pose, but then I realized there was their 6th event pose I was thinking about. Ah, yeah, I think I know. It is 6th event, the way Orphe and Gentle are posed looks like Orphe slapped Gentle's ass. I wouldn't put it against them. I know there's that famous screenshot where it's just like Gentle's just like, I'm gonna break your nose, and then Orphe's just like, I'm gonna kill you. And it's like, look at those two rivals just talking shit. It's like literally death threats. And it's like, that's just how they are. Don't mind them. Okay, let me get... Okay, well, now it's... Apparently the game really wants to make up for the fact that I didn't get any speed ankle weights by just giving me nothing but speed ankle weights, which, you know what? I guess better late than never I was about to say the kids, but that's not... The kids don't say that. As the adults say. As if I'm not an adult. Well, at least I'm gonna get a lot... If there's anything from Trackblazer, is that at least we do get a lot of fans from these runs, which isn't necessarily a boon because you can still do fan runs and get fans in a way shorter amount of time. And I don't know why I skipped that. I actually kind of wanted to read that. But I guess it's, you know, the trade-off of the fact that you're not getting good Umas out of them. But I don't know if it's a trade-off between having to do like one or the other or both. I'd rather do one or the other, you know. I really need to do, because that's what I'm doing in the Japanese version anyway. Is like I do training events for the CMs, and then if I really need to do fans, I need to do fans. You know, I can just do the runs there. Well, thanks, Shakur. Really love to see that. Honestly, if we replace Shakur with whoever you know who, that actually was pretty close to being canon there. What is her nickname? I used to call her Donna, but only seen her called Gentle by Virginia. I think it's technically Gentle. But yeah, because people call her Gentle-san and stuff like that, so I think that's technically the nickname. The official nickname as per Uma standards. Because as we know, Uma is the gold bearer when it comes to that stuff, apparently. Hey, look. Oh, we had skin out. I didn't even know we had skin outbreak. Whoops. Haha. Did we just get that, actually? Probably. Actually, did we just get that? Oh, we did. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't remember getting that. Okay, before we do that, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, good thing I did that, because I would have missed something. Nope, just kidding. Wait, hold on. Training items. Do I have enough? I do have enough empowering megaphones. And actually, I have a lot of mood cupcakes, so I don't know I haven't even used them yet. There we go. Did I buy the things I was gonna do? I sure didn't. There we go. Yeah, this is not gonna be the greatest run. I don't even think this is gonna be an S run, but like I said, this is really just more for the event, the story event. Anything that's actually gonna be good for CM is just kind of cherry on top sort of thing. But this is just my excuse to actually get this done before the event ends in 2 days. It's ending soon, so I gotta kind of grind out a little bit. I still have 400k event points to go, and from what I've seen, I've been getting like around 60k points per run. So it's gonna be like another like 6 or 7 runs before I'm done with this, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's still like, if we think about how long Trackblazer runs take, that's gonna be like a couple of hours. So, yeesh. Shopperingtons. Okay, well thank you for the many ankle weights, I guess. That's really good for me. There's a thing called Racing Carnival. What's that? I think we've had them before in the English version, but Racing Carnival is basically like, you have... There's like 4 characters, I think, that you race against. It's nothing to do with training. It's more to do with like the veteran Umas you have, but you use them to race against like characters, and then there's like there's like set of 4 characters that you can race against, and if you win against them twice, you get this like this boss character that you have to race against. So for example, I think the one they did last time was the Golden Generation, where they had Spe, they had Seiyun Sky, King Halo, Grass Wonder, and then the boss was like there were 2 versions. There was the El Condor Pasa, and then like there was a rare chance that you can get an extreme version where it's the what is it? The luchador alternate costume El Condor Pasta, and then you have to race against them. But basically, you just keep racing against them. You get event points from that, and then you use those event points. Or you get event points and you also get coins, and then you can use those coins to on the shop or whatever. So that's basically the long gist of it. But basically, it's just a whole bunch of racing. The annoying thing about it is you do use the same currency, the same RP that you use for stadium races. So you have to kind of be a little bit picky and choosy. Although the nice thing about the event is it does give RP, or it does give like the carrot jellies or whatever. Yeah, it does give the carrot jellies as rewards. So it's not like you're really losing that much RP or like the carrot jelly. And if you've been playing this game long enough, you already probably have a lot of carrot jellies anyway, so you probably don't really need to worry too much about that. Like, I think I have like 200 right now in the English side already, so it's not, unless you're like want to really grind it out, which you really don't have to, considering I think the event's going to go on for like a week or so, maybe even longer, so you'll probably be fine. It's so it's like Legend Racers Master. Yeah, it's basically like another form of kind of the similar lines of Masters Challenge, or like kind of those Legend races. Kind of a more, I guess, creative way of going about those in some ways. I don't remember who the characters are going to be this time around, but yeah, it's kind of going to be something similar along those lines. I don't like any of my options. I guess I'll just go with this one. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Okay, this time it's a good thing I didn't even forget to do the Master Klee hammers. Now that I've been doing a lot more of these runs, I've gotten back into the habit of, oh yeah, I gotta use these hammers before the races so that I can get the maximum amount of bonus. And that's how you do it. That's how you win. Alright, please give me something good here for the training, and I'll use a good luck charm to be extra safe. Let's go for the speed. Okay, that should get us decently okay, but probably not good enough for, well, maybe we can, I don't know, that Guts is not looking great enough for an S. I think that's gonna push us back a little bit. Also, you see the V-Sister necklace. I wish I had money to spend, but damn, Cheval, I love you, but I will not be spending 143,000 yen for your necklace. That is, yeah, no, that's, even with the weak yen to dollar, that's still at least $1,000, and that's not even gonna include like any shipping charges or anything. That's crazy. I don't know about that. Like, I love my favorite characters. I don't love them that much, you know? I'm not gonna spend that much money, even if I probably have spent that much money, plus more, playing this game. Let's see, so with that, let me see what we got here. We'll go Professor, we'll go... Did we get... I don't even know what we're looking for here. I don't even think I got whatchamacallit. Straightaway. Wait, no, I should have straightaway spurt here. Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. What? Am I? Where'd it go? Oh, wait. I don't think I have. I don't think I've leveled up Tama enough for her to actually have it here. Well, that's okay. You know what? This one's kind of a big oof anyway. Yeah. I don't think any of those. Guess we'll just go with those, and then I don't think any of these really. Are there going to be any front runners? I guess Sayud's guy. Yeah, we'll just go with that one. Well, actually, yeah, why not? And closer. We're not doing late surger or pace chaser. Railway acceleration. That one. Corner recovery. Which one of these should I probably not do instead? Let's not do this one. Then we'll do corner recovery. And danger distance, right? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Okay. That's another Shukval acrylic I have to live without having. Unfortunately, can't get the 100% completion on those. It makes me curious, because I know Ines has a few. I mean, I have a few Ines acrylics right here on my desk. Like one I bought from that I actually was able to find at Animate, which is crazy. I didn't think there would be any Ines Metrifer. And then another I found that was apparently part of an Ichiban Kuji thing. I definitely know there's definitely a few more. I don't know how much more there is, but probably not that much. Also, speaking of, I know I'm talking about same poses, but Ines has the exact same pose with her normal, like with her racing outfit and like with her normal pose, like her just grabbing the hat there. That is the exact same pose. Really doesn't make it not that creative, huh? Okay, well, get ourselves our 75 gems, add that to the pool. Ah yes, the height difference. Isn't that adorable? I wish, and I think, isn't there... I really find it funny if there's ever an interaction between Akebono and Flower, the shortest character versus the tallest character. Speaking of which... actually, that's too much effort. I was gonna say, like... Wait, does this game have this? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't have Akebono here anyway, but like... oh, they do actually. Okay, I was about to say change outfit thing. I always find it funny whenever I do this, where it's like, you know, I have. If we go to the Japanese game, we can see like the difference because they don't scale the character height here compared to like when you're talking to them in like the main I guess screens or whatever. Because during then they kind of scale the characters to actually fit to whatever kind of scale they need to be. But here is not so much the case. So you have a case where it's like, for example, like you have Flower here, who's, you know, who's like shortest character, and then you have like, I guess you compare it to like Akebono, who's like the tallest character. But like say even like a tall character here like Goldship, and it's just like, oh, there she is, a lot taller. But I always find that kind of funny. Oh hey, look at that, another the last conversation here. Well, isn't that adorable? I have two that I have so many Cheval acrylics, but I do not have her default G1 splash art acrylic. I have two that were running her G1, but both are Season 3, not the game. Yeah, the anime art style. It is slightly... I don't even... This isn't a diss or anything, but it is slightly different compared to the normal game art style. I mean, you can definitely notice that with some of the support cards in this game that have the anime art style, like the ones they gave out during the first story event, I think, or was it the second story event, or was one of those story events, right? Because you look at, you have, all this art here, you have nature, you have, like, and then you have this one, the anime art style, and it's just like, you can tell it's different. I'm not saying it's worse or bad or anything, I'm just saying it's different, right? Same thing with the nature one, right? It's just like, you have, there's this anime nature here, it's just like, oh yeah, anime, there's like the game art style, and then you have anime art style, and it's like, it is different. It's got its own charm, right? It's more 2D. That's the thing. I think it really comes down to it. A bit more 2D like. But all right, let's go back to the Tama life. I'll bring back my Yukipe, and then we'll just get that going. And I'll probably make this the last one, honestly. I'm probably gonna keep this a shorter stream. At least we get some progress into it, and I'll probably continue playing this tonight and tomorrow. And I think it should go on until Friday, I want to say. But Friday, obviously, I mean, we have another game that we're going to be playing anyway, so that's going to take up more of the time. Also, the G1 outfit is a 3D render, while her school uniform and starting future are both 3D or 2D. For acrylics? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I definitely need more Ines merch in general. I mean, she doesn't have that much merch. I've talked a lot about how she doesn't even have a single figure, not even like a prize figure. But she does at least have, I think she does have the she has like a chibi plushie. I've seen that before, and she has acrylics. So worst comes to worst, I can always figure out a way to get those. There's always the way of getting it through the online store, similar to what I did for my Animal Crossing amiibo cards. And for the most part, like for those things, I made my own amiibo cards, and they're not even cards, they're like, they have the stickers or whatever, and I was able to figure that out. There was like a tutorial way back online that I was able to go and make my own, so I didn't have to spend so much money on the amiibo cards on my own, which is how I was able to get all the characters that I wanted in my village. Was I just made my own amiibo cards and just kind of put them in there, and then it's they're trapped in there ever since. No matter how many times they ask to move, I will not allow it. Have you looked into the game I recommended? Yeah, I did take a look at it. It seems pretty interesting for sure. I've added it to the list. I think at this point I'm just waiting for a sale, because I'm like that. I'm just like, I've been spending way too much money on games recently, so I gotta be a bit more picky and choosy, lack of a better term. But yeah, it's on my list for sure, so definitely seems up for something I'd be interested in playing. But I know we have a whole backlog of the thing about that is I have a whole backlog of other games that I bought for purposes of streaming. So it might not be a while until I get it to it, because like I have like between like all the Mario games that I mentioned before, and there's other games that I bought that are probably more fit for kind of those longer like multi-stream kind of episodic adventures. So those will probably take priority over that, but it's on the list, so I'll have it on the to play soon, or maybe not soon, but like it'll get there. I'd recommend for a sale. I'd wait for a sale. Sometimes it goes on sale for up to 66%. Yeah, right. It's just like I'll wait until probably like a Steam sale or something. I don't know, or like something like that. But it's on the list definitely. But yeah, I've been ever since the stream of the game Lost and Found Code that I did, I have actually been playing that quite a bit. Gosh, some of the, and I kind of got so fed up that I ended up just kind of looking up some of the answers to stuff that I got stuck on. I remember the what was it, the fast food place or whatever. There was the last dish and the last cow, and it's crazy because I would have never figured this out unless I looked it up. It turns out what you need to do is you need to click on a cart specifically, and then the cart would move and then show like the plate and the cloud. That's actually both of those. So not both, all of them, but like separate carts like that you have to click on, and then they'd move and then show the item that you actually needed. So I was not crazy. It turns out I did not miss anything. They were just really well hidden. So at least I got that going. But no, it's a fun game. And like I said before, I do have the other hidden object game that I have on my library that I bought. I might play that tomorrow. Depends on how smart I feel after work. Depends on whether or not work kills me mentally, and if it does, then maybe I might want to play a more chill game. But if I feel like I might want to go for something a bit more ambitious, maybe you might want to play that game. So we'll see how I feel, or if I even want to stream tomorrow. Honestly, I'll put my odds of streaming, and also I just realized I haven't been doing a single race. But yeah, my odds of streaming, I'd say probably pretty good for tomorrow. So I guess look forward to that. But just oh shoot, yeah, I almost forgot to do all this. Whoopsies. Get that going. Okay, let's actually do a race. Oh, these are all terrible. Like I said, I mean, that's what happens when you don't have any mile aptitude. Kind of have to go over some of these pre-OP races, which still gets 50 or 40 points, which is not terrible. Not terrible. Terrible. I don't know why that reminded me well, I guess I know why that reminded me of the NBA. It's because of Charles Barkley. Good old Chuck. I only say that, well, here's the thing about the NBA and basketball. I've not been paying attention at all to the season because my Milwaukee Bucks have been on a roller coaster. Not even roller coaster. It's been on a free fall of bad times. Thank fucking God we finally got rid of the coach. But yeah, no, they were long ways from the playoffs. And even if they didn't make the playoffs, they would not have made it to anywhere near the championship. So at least for this season. So. And other than that, I don't really care too much, honestly. So I've just been kind of, I know, aren't the games going on right? There's the play-in games that are going on right now, but I have not been really paying attention too much to that. Right now, I think really it's baseball season, right? You know, just paying attention to the early seasons going on so far, even if the Brewers have been kind of on a losing streak right now. Speaking of which, how are they doing right now? Let me give that a good old look-see, see if they're hopefully not losing against the Jays this time. Or if they even lost. Let's see. Scoreboard, blah blah. Can I see? This is the terrible website, and I'd like to see the complete scoreboard. Why can't I see the complete scoreboard? Why isn't it loading? Nobody knows. How did you... Hey, the Brewers won! Yay, they finally snapped their 6-game losing streak. Isn't that hilarious? Isn't that amazing? Yeah, love early season baseball. Oh yeah, I love overreacting to everything. I love how it was just like, oh yeah, everything's great. You know, the Brewers are like, what, they were, how? They were like 8-2, everything was amazing, and then suddenly they lose 6 straight games, and everyone's like, sell everybody, oh my god, everybody needs to get fired, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. And I'm just like, it's still April, y'all, like, let's calm ourselves a little bit. Yeah, the bullpen looks pretty shit, but like, it's, you know, like, it's a long season, so let's calm ourselves a little bit. But yeah, let's see how that goes. Who ended up pitching today? Oh, it was good old Chadrick Patrick, my favorite pitcher. Yo, Hall, Ashby, Uribe. Okay, that's good. At least the pitching actually worked out today. I know yesterday they actually were winning, but the bullpen completely blew it, which is kind of which is unfortunate. But you know, it happens. It's just, usually I'm so used to the Brewers having a good bullpen that it's kind of shocking to see them kind of fall apart like that. But it happens. Mariners destroying the Padres right now. Nice. Love to see it. The good old Vetter Cup rivalry. Going from it's so over to we're so back is the best. Yep. Good old stuff there. Inconsequential baseball. It's a lot more stressful, you know, when you're in the playoffs and it actually matters. But for now, it's just like, yeah, it's whatever. Who cares? So we're all about that. Nope. Not accepting that one. That's the thing, right? It's like the they're not great, but I think it's really because the Brewers have been not very injured, but they've been injured. I mean, it started with Shurio already out from like the beginning of the season. Is Terang back at this point? I know Terang's been hurt, and like, I don't know, like half our pitchers are dead at this point too with the starters. So it's good. We love it. I love when half our team's dead. This is the exact same thing that happened with the Packers too. It's just like towards the end of the season, like half the team was dead and it's just like or injured, and it's just like, well, I love that for me. I love when that happens. Speaking of things that I love when that's happening, this is terrible. Let's just go with this one. Forgot to ask if you're gonna make an Ita bag, would you use buttons or wafer cards? I mean, I feel like, here's the thing, like, buttons generally are not my favorite because I've had bad experiences with losing buttons whenever I've like had them on like bags and stuff. But when it comes to Ita bags, I feel like it'd be a little safer because they're in their own little case there. And I feel like traditionally for Ita bags, I've seen usually it's buttons. I haven't actually seen that many use wafer cards now that I think about it, but that would be an interesting way to do it. I'm just thinking, because the issue with that is you would need to figure out a way to pin or stick it to whatever you need to there. I just feel like with buttons it'd be a lot easier because you already have the way to kind of stick it into the bag there. So I would probably go for buttons, and honestly because I think buttons are, well, I don't know if they're more common, but I do feel like it's I mean, I think there's a reason why Ita bags usually use those more so than anything else. So. But funny you do mention that, because that has been a thought in the back of my mind, is that I really do want to like create some sort of like Ita bag for like maybe not even Ines, but like just some sort of Ita bag, and just kind of have like a whole bunch of buttons, like probably honestly like, knowing the amount of merch Ines has, it's probably just going to be the same button over and over again. It reminds me of a tweet that I saw where it's like somebody was commenting about how like Psy Games knows about like how people buy the buttons for Ita bags, so they have options of just buying like mass bulk, like in bulk, like rather than just buying one button at a time. You can have the option of buying like 20 buttons or 50 buttons, and it's just like they know that that's the big purpose of them for sure. Been meaning to make a Cheval Ita bag? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Sounds like a good plan. I'd go for it. If it's me with Ines and what is going... Oh no, hold on, that's one turns. I need to take those ones first. Got scroll, stamina scroll, reset wristle, stamina ankle, Vita, energy drinks, and I guess that's good enough for now. Bam bam, thank you, ma'am. Or maybe a V-Sister Ita bag. That would be good too. Yeah, that would be kind of more fun, I think. But I don't know. Either one would work. I feel like Cheval has enough merch because she was featured in Season 3 and she's popular enough. I feel like she definitely have a lot of variants. It's not like you have to have variants. I just feel like it's kind of look a little more better in my opinion than like something where it's just like the same button over and over again. But that still has its charms in its own way. So I'm not trying to rag on that in any way. But yeah, definitely need to consider it. But I know I mentioned in the past that I was like, oh, I'm thinking about doing an Ines cosplay. I need to actually get on that. I have been making rumblings on that. I've actually actually today, the wig, not the wig, but a wig has come to my residence. So I will be doing my very amateur attempt of trying to actually cut a wig, because I mean, with Ines not being popular, obviously there were no pre-made wigs available, so it's just like, I guess I just have to make my own. So I found like the closest kind of hairstyle ish to hers, and then I just figure I might as well just kind of trim it down a little bit, and then find like a ponytail clip to add to the side of her head so that it makes that, and then With the visor, I already bought a visor, like a white visor, and I'm thinking either just clip it off and then somehow figure out a way to attach it to the wig, or figure out some sort of maneuver way to like kind of have it on the wig. Not like cut anything out of the visor, but like hide like portions of it, because you know with her visor she only has like the kind of the front part there. It doesn't show like the actual visor sides. So all thought exercises for sure. And I do have a the Tracen School Academy cosplay that is also coming hopefully soon, within the next week. That should be on the way. And I still have a little bit of thoughts of maybe thinking of making her racing outfit, but that's gonna be a huge ambition, considering probably gonna have to make that not entirely from scratch, but like as close to scratch as you can, right? Like I'm thinking like get something that's similar color to what she wears for the top and skirt, and then add any fabrics and of colors that you need to kind of make it to the outfit that you need. Because I think that's gonna be a lot easier than actually making the costume by itself, because that's going to be a whole ordeal in creating clothes that I've never done before in my life. So I don't know if I really want to do that, commit myself to doing that much. Like Cheval merch nowadays always comes out with their sisters too. There's a box set that will drain all my money. That's how they get you. And it's, you know, they just they know that if you like one, you like them all. So give us your money so that you can have all of the sisters. Give us the money so that you can have the sisters. You know, I just realized something terribly stupid is that I haven't been doing any races. That's concerning. I should probably start doing some races. Hey, look at that. Wow, I got S medium and also S late surger, which is not that helpful here. Yeah, let's do some races, huh? I just realized I've been kind of... oh, I haven't set my schedule, that's why. That's an oops. That's an oops. Oh well. We'll just get that started now. It's a good thing I realized now rather than later, and it was way too late. Is there any other group of characters that release merchant groups? Actually, Jammed come to mind. I was gonna say, yeah, Jammed is probably a good one because of the movie. It probably relates to like anime and manga. So I'm thinking like Oguri Cap and her cohort, right, with like Cinderella Grey stuff. So like Tama, Super Creek, maybe even like their anime original characters like Berno and Fujimata March and those kinds of characters. But like that, and like also like not beginning the new era, Road to the Top, right, with Top Road, Ayabe, Teiyama Upper O, Doto. I'm sure they also have a lot of things together. I've seen that. Yeah. I'd say, you know, Generations probably helps with that. But... because especially with like collabs and stuff too, you have like a lot of those kinds of like, I mean, it's like anime collabs, you know. I know Cinderella Grey had a ton of collabs, where, like all those characters kind of had like the merchandise together with those things. But like for example, like the Family Mart collab, right? You have the Gold Clan, right? And some of the members at least. You know, you had Dream Journey, Phenomenos, Deco, I think were all in there. And then like Aruvu and Stay Gold, or not Stay Gold, Still in Love. So it seems like they kind of generally group together, similar kind of similar to how they group it in the game, right? It's just like just kind of keep those together. Let's do shop. Well, that's good in D&D, I guess. I'll take another empowered microphone, that's what they're called. I should probably not race here and save my energy. Try and conserve as much energy for this spring training. But yeah, going back to Jammed, I'm kind of glad that because it means that Dansu has a lot more merch because she's just tied with all the stuff there. Sure, she's not as popular as Taki Owner Cafe or even Jungle Pocket, but she's there. It's like, I'm down to Flame. And that means she has more merch than Ines for sure. Like, she has that figure that came out that I absolutely pre-ordered because of course I will. So that's coming. That's gonna come within the next, probably next year I think. So we'll just have to wait about that. I love whenever you get figures and then it's just like I don't remember them until it's like way down the line. It's like, oh yeah, I ordered that, and then the pre-order invoice comes in. It's like, please pay this, and I'm like, okay, I will pay this and wait my 2 weeks until it comes to my place. The thing about that is I don't order that much figures to begin. It would be so much more of a problem if I had bought a lot of figures, but I don't buy that many figures anyway, so it's like, it just ends up being kind of more of a nice surprise of like, oh, it's coming soon, yay, and then I just eagerly wait and check the status of the package every day, and then see what hopefully gets closer and closer. Dantu's honestly my favorite from the group. Yeah, same. I mean, I've already said Dantu's my second favorite character, so she's I love her whole underdog nature. Not to mention the fact that, like, ever since I learned that she loves cheese, that just shot her up the rankings for sure. Because I'm like, hell yeah, brother. I also love cheese. Give me that cheese. Cheese. Okay. I'll hold off until the last. I'll try and save up as much points for hopeful good shop in the summer. She kind of reminds me of Burno Light, and I love that character and wish she was an official Umamusume. Yeah, no, honestly, I see that. Yeah, I remember when I first read Cinderella Grey, I was like, honestly, Burno is one of my favorite parts of the manga. Not saying that I didn't like any of the other characters. I mean, Oguri's honestly also one of my favorites, but like, Burno was a nice breath of fresh air, that kind of thing. It's too bad she's never honestly going to be, you know, in the game or any sort of like kind of official thing there, because she is kind of not based on anybody. But you know, one can hope, I guess. I just don't really hope to begin with. Alright, summer training time. You know what that means. Time for some underwhelming results. Luckily, we have this, and then we just hope for some good RNG to come our way. I see a rainbow training maybe. That's decent. We'll take that, sure. Except I only have one. Once again, I ask if I have any speed ankle weights, which I don't. I only have the one. So that's just delightful. I love that for me. And of course, it's going to show up there. Actually, you know what? I kind of like that better. Stamina training. Let's go for the summer. Or the summer. The stamina. The stamina in the summer. Because I might as well try and get as decent amount of stamina as I can. Even if I'm probably not going to get that much. Oof. That's what I call oof. Wish Burno Light appeared as a support card in this game. Yeah, she would honestly be a pretty damn good support card, you know, because of her whole role and shtick as, like, kind of the support. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't think that's ever gonna happen, because she's not actually, like, an official character. Not saying that that's, you know, I mean, obviously there's NPC characters that have appeared in this game, but it's more so the fact that, like, I don't know, it just kind of feels like it'd be a long shot for her to actually show up in here. But, you know, never say never. You know, didn't expect that we would get like an actual Uma to show up as like an NPC, and then we have like Casino Drive, who's actually based on a real horse, so it could happen, you know, we could. Also, actually, more than anything, Moncho, who actually showed up, you know, because they had to replace her with Broye in the first season of the anime, and then they actually got the rights for her for the Lark scenario, so it can happen, you know. It's not like it's unheard of. Because like Dicta's Striker is based on a actual actual horse that did have some impacts on some Umas, because it was the real life horse or real life dad of, who was it? I think Top Road and Hishi Miracle, right? So it was some benefits there. In empowering microphone, yes. Grilled carrot, sure, why not? And I don't think I have money for anything else. Actually, hold on, let's not do that yet, because I need this one instead. We'll take some grilled carrots, thank you. I don't actually... Why did I buy the grilled carrots? I think that was actually good. That was probably a waste. Oh, well. All comers. You know, seeing Tama right now reminds me... I know we had the conversation, I think it was in an earlier stream about the different outfits that everyone wear. I think this was during the... This was during the Lala stream that we had Saturday, because I was talking about how like every character has like their own unique kind of. It's like even for the non-G1 outfits, they have their own unique way of wearing the outfits with like the socks and stuff. Like some of them wear like the completely long socks, like Ayabe and I guess Lala and Oguri. Some of them wear like you can see like Tama has the thigh highs. Some of them wear only up to like the knees and stuff, and so on and so forth. And it's just like. Off the top of my head, I was like, I don't remember that many characters that have thigh highs, but I was like, ooh, I appreciate them, and I'm just like, now I'm reminded because I see Tama and the thigh highs right now. I was like, oh, you know what? I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, like Tama, who else? I mean, Karen, I think Aston Machan does. And then I don't remember, I'm sure there's others, but good old Zetai Roiki there. I don't like any of my options. I'll just take that one and just go on my way. Do I want to? No, I don't, because that'll put me in a bad situation. Let's go this one. Let's get ourselves some energy up. I don't even know what Cheval wears because I never enabled that race outfit option on JP. I don't know off the top of my head either. I think she's just normal. Or maybe, I'm pretty sure she's not thigh highs. It's either knees or like just like the short socks probably. But I don't remember really. Let me just actually do this real quick. Ooh, Uma stand. Uma stand's really good. Honestly, Uma Mania would be really good for this. But I don't think we're gonna get that. I have a feeling it's white knee socks. You know what? After we're done with this, I'm gonna... let's check that, because I'm actually kind of curious as well. I'll just do like a really random Cheval. I'll start a Cheval career and probably just end it, but like... because I am curious. But I'm really glad that they have that option, because I remember... when the game... oh, that's unfortunate. I remember when the game didn't have that option, so it was really kind of awkward to me when I was just in my full racing outfit in non-G1 races while everyone else was just wearing the standard like uniforms, and it's just like it just felt out of place. So as soon as that option became available, I was just like, oh yeah, let me just add that, and it just... I don't know, I just like it because it kind of adds immersion, right? It's just like everybody's just kind of, you know, they're all uniform. It's like they're actually racing in a less prestigious race. Not that the G2 and G3 races aren't prestigious, but it's just like, you know, it's not the special. It's not the special. It's not the good kush. Also, what is with this? I don't. That's I don't know what that's all about. I think that might be an effect of me playing this game on my widescreen here, because you do notice sometimes there are some weird way, like the game doesn't really know how to handle some of the things sometimes when it comes to this weird ratio, which I understand. Even the Japanese game doesn't know how to... you just saw right there, right? It didn't even get all the background there. That seems to be a pretty common thing. Even in the Japanese game, it's just like sometimes it just does not translate that very well. Honestly, I want to own a Trace and tracksuit and wear it as both cosplay and actual training clothes. I remember it did become available as like something you can actually buy, but like it was so expensive, so I was like, I don't know about that one. But that would be actually kind of fun to have, because like that's the thing, like you could use it as actual like athletic wear, It isn't just like a cosplay sort of thing. You can actually have it as like something that you can just wear for training purposes. You can be just like your favorite Umas. I don't know how well it would hold as like actual training clothes, to be honest. Like at least the ones that at least the one they sold as like official cosplay thing. I don't know how well that would actually do in that situation, but that would be kind of interesting. Somebody built like a version that was actually kind of like suited for actual running purposes. That was also another consideration when I was like looking into cosplay options, was like getting a tracksuit. But the tracksuits that I saw did not look good. I'm just gonna put it. So like I was just like, I'm not gonna, even if it isn't that much money, I'm not gonna spend that for something that I know isn't gonna look good, and I know it's gonna look worse when I get it actually in person, because it's not like the product images for sure. But yeah, those the official ones were like hundreds of dollars, I want to say. So that was just like a big yikes, and no thank you. It's like I'll just get my own red tracksuit. Just like find somebody that can stitch the T on it, and then we'll go from there. That'll be good enough, honestly. Right? It's just like that'll probably be good enough. No, do not get the cleats. Or, well, yeah, but also don't get the girl carrots. Well, I guess that's good enough for now. Okay, there we go. But yeah, we'll see what the quality of the outfit that I get, and I should actually set a schedule. I don't know what I'm doing. Why I still haven't done it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm not expecting really great quality. I mean, I bought it from freaking AliExpress, so like it's not gonna be good. But it was also like only like $30, so it's not gonna be good. But like as long as it's good enough, that's fine, right? So it's like it's not like I'm gonna make it myself, because that's gonna be way too much effort. So especially when it's that widely available, I was like, I might as well just get it, you know. So. We will see how it fits. I did end up getting like the biggest size, because like I saw the reviews of people being like, oh, it's pretty small. I should put one size bigger, and I'm like, I'm already kind of a bigger dude, and it's actually supposed to be for like, oh, I don't know, like females. So it's like, yeah, I should probably do that XXL. Let's you know, just in case. So hopefully it's still not too small. I mean, if it's big, that's fine. It's whatever. But if it's small, that'd be kind of funny, because then it's like, well, I don't have any other options, because that's the biggest size they had. So we will see, but yet to come. I mean, I guess progress on that is yet to come, because that's not going to be coming for another week, I think. Like I said, the wig is coming, or the wig did come today, but I think I want to buy one of those like kind of like mannequin styrofoam head things to put it on there, so I can actually like have a reference when I'm actually trimming it before, because I don't want to just trim it like, you know, like go raw dog and trim it like that way, because that just seems like that'd be a really bad idea. I mean, the wig wasn't that expensive, but it was money, so like I don't want to immediately like butcher it. That's kind of my worry, is that like, oh man, like I'm gonna, let's be honest, this is the first time I'm doing this kind of thing, so like I'm probably gonna kind of butcher it. As long as it looks passable, I'll be fine, but I don't think it's gonna be amazing. But now that I think about it, I do have a couple of friends that do cosplay regularly. I wonder if I can just hit I don't want to hit them up though. They're pretty busy. I don't want to be like, hey, can you can you cut this wig for me? It's like, yeah, I don't know if I don't want to bother them with that. Seems like it's they'll probably be pretty busy on that stuff. But especially since most of them actually don't really live, well, one of them, nah, they don't live close by. That's the well, that sucks. That's the unfortunate part about living here in such a car heavy city, or like such a car reliant city, is that, well, I guess it's not even that, it's just more so like such a spread out city that it's just like, even people that live kind of in the Los Angeles County and stuff, if they live like kind of far, like kind of like in like a different area, it's pretty much like they live in a whole different state. So it's like, unless you want to like spend an hour in traffic getting there, which I don't mind driving, but I don't know if I want to spend that much time in traffic, you know, so not really my favorite. How much? I do not have any hammers. I should probably start investing in those. Okay. It is getting slightly better here, though. I mean, they are making investments into public transportation. Like, they're expanding out the subway lines. In fact, I remember that. Actually, this is kind of a related story. Is that I bought, or they had t-shirt, like the official metro, which is what they call the kind of the subway here in LA, had official t-shirts of like celebrating the expansion of the D line, which you can already imagine is going to lead to some kind of interesting jokes. I'm not winning any races. This is really awesome, and I ran out of retries, so this is my life now. But yeah, they had an official shirt. The Metro had an official shirt. Why am I losing? Oh, I have skin outbreak. They had an official shirt that said like "Ride the D," because it's the D line, and it's like the D line's that's being expanded, and it got so popular that it sold out instantly. Not instantly, but it sold out. And then so they restocked it, and then they added more shirts that kind of referenced the other lines. But those aren't clever, unfortunately. I think it's like, oh, what were the other ones? It's like, I don't even remember the rest of them. I just remember Ride the D being hilarious, and I found it hilarious that the official Metro store was selling it as like a shirt. And so I was like, the next time that this becomes available as a shirt, I had to buy it, and so I did. And so that's coming tomorrow. So I'll have my very own Ride the D shirt that I will definitely wear whenever they do eventually expand the D line. And I will be there, and I will be riding it, and I will hopefully see other people also wearing it, and we will look at each other and we'll nod in approval and be like, hell yeah, we're all riding the D together. What we like to see. But yeah, I love me some good public transportation, you know. Relied on it a lot when I lived in Chicago, just because I didn't have a car, so like that was really the only way for me to be able to get around places. And it's a pretty nice system over there. They have a pretty good CTA, the train system, and the buses are actually pretty good too for filling in the gaps between. It was annoying sometimes when I had to go certain directions, because the thing about the subway is that it is very focused on downtown and expanding out. So like if you were away from downtown and you need to go a certain direction, you couldn't really do that to trains. Why am I doing this? I made a mistake, that's why. Okay. I did not mean to do the Yasuda Kinen, but that's okay. I guess that's my life now. I want to do this one. Please give me... That's not what I wanted at all. Why would you do such a thing? Well, thank you for giving back my energy. That's fine. Races are what I'm doing right now, apparently. This is only the second run, right? Oh my god, it's already been almost 3 hours, and we're still only on our second run. Trackblazer in a nutshell. Well, to be fair, we also kind of, why did I get another mood down? What is going on? I was gonna say, to be fair, we did kind of start pretty late. I think it was like, I didn't even start the first run until like 45 minutes in, and then we did the little kind of tangent. Yeah, that's fair, you know, so there is that. There is a little caveat there, I guess, but still. Also, I love how I've talked about it earlier in the stream, and I'm gonna bring it up again, but I love how my neighbors are resorting to doing whatever the hell. I don't even know what they're doing. What the hell is going on up there? Jesus Christ. They're rerunning Uma merch. Takion and the Cafe Nendos are being re-released. I know they've been re-releasing a lot of Umas. Or a lot of Umas. They've been re-releasing a lot of those merch recently. I think the Tannhäuser figure got re-released recently. So they've been kind of good about doing that whenever they can. It's unfortunately though, like some of the rare ticket items, like the clothing and stuff, those are the things I don't think they really release. Which is unfortunate because I think they did officially release the school uniform as like an actual cosplay thing, which again cost $100, so like oof, but like it was official, so I was like, oh, maybe I want to get that, but I don't think they've ever re-released it since the initial release, so it's kind of just a big. It's just a big old question mark, and not question mark, but like big old you know, what if he's gonna pounce on that stuff. It's the same for like a lot of the clothing stuff. They've been pretty good about selling a lot of kind of clothing stuff from the game, and I'm in a really bad situation here. Like they sold, speaking of Tama here, like they sold Tama's jacket. This was pretty recent too. I remember this was like not even like a few months ago. I was heavily considering getting it until I realized how often am I gonna wear it? One, and two, it cost a lot of money because it was obviously like a pretty good jacket. It was like leather and stuff. Actually, the more I'm talking about it, the more I kind of regret not buying it. Is it still available? I highly doubt it's still available. Hold on, let me look this up. I don't think it's available. iStore. iStore. Well, it's definitely not available through SciStore, that's for sure. I don't even think it was available through the proxy anyway, so I think I was just kind of at a crossroads with all that. Unavailable soon. Oh no! You hate to see it. Just what is going on upstairs? It's like a weird. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a bass. It's like bassy, but it's not like a speaker bass, but it's like foom, 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 but it's like that but like bass. And it's really annoying because it's like it's like rumbling in my eardrums, and it's like, please stop. Please stop doing this. Sorry, I'm on a little tangent, but I can do this later. I don't know why I'm doing this right now. Anyway. No, but I am actually curious. For buys, let's go to the product store overseas. I'm gonna multitask here. I'm gonna do this while I'm doing this. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I won. Great, amazing, awesome, love it. Waltz 1 RX race then. The hell is this? That's right, that's something weird. Okay. Nah, I don't need that in my life. What is this? Oh, this is wait, let me filter. Cygames Umamusume Pretty Derby deck. Excuse me, a skateboard? A literal skate. Wait, pause. Boxer briefs. Cygames Umamusume boxer briefs. Excuse me? Excuse me. Hold on, we need to. Hold on, let's go on a little tangent here. I need to show y'all what I'm looking at. What the hell? Also, hold on, let me just move this over back here. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, you know, Barracks Umamusume Pretty Derby bot. Let me zoom in here real quick. Boxer briefs, you know, for that being a thing. It comes with the Umamusume Pretty Derby logo. In fact, that's the English logo, which I think is actually kind of interesting. What the hell? What in the world? And that's not the only one too. They have one for they have Cygames. They have a Grand Blue Fantasy. They have Shadowverse. What in the world? That's weird. Okay, interesting. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, they have this too. The Teo skateboard for all of you skaters out there. But if I filter this down, hold on, I can definitely filter this down to isn't there a way to filter? Yeah, this one. Okay, let's get Uma only. Okay. Yeah, they are releasing these two. That's fair. Yes, this is what you're talking about with the the necklace. Yeah, that's it's pretty crazy right there. What is this? This is the that's silver. That's platinum. Yeah. Interesting. Yes, I'm waiting live. Oh yes, all the triple TR winners with that collaboration there. Man, if you really think about it this way, triple TR winners are all kind of crazy in their own way. Even the most normal one here is wrestles bears in her spare time. She's got the freaking bear. Look at that. She's got the little bear. Oh my god, the worried bear neck pillow. That's hilarious. Um, the life-size acrylics. Oh, I didn't even know. Oh yeah, wait, what the hell? They are expensive. That's right. I remember seeing things about this. Yeah. Now, if I had a favorite character from this, I would honestly heavily, not heavily, but I would kind of consider it. But then I'd realize that's a stupid idea. One and all. Wait a second. Is this available to ship overseas? No way. Right? I clicked on this thing. Let's click on the thing overseas. That's how I got to this in the first place. Is this actually available? No freaking way it's available overseas. That would be way too difficult. Okay, no. But yeah, no, talking about before, right? The Sin Gray stuff here. You got all the characters. Oh yeah, Sin Boy, Rudolph, and Marzensky. Mr. CB. Interesting. Ain't no way shipping is gonna be crazy. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's no way. That'd be like them trying to ship the huge plushies of like Kita and Daya and the ones they did that were like super huge. Like I don't think those were available overseas. I know somebody that bought them, but they had to go through a whole bunch of proxies, and it was so expensive to have to do all that in the first place. Ah, yes, this April Fool's joke thing. The O's, all of the O's. Tokai Te O, Tam Opera O, Bakshin O, Chiono O, Chitose O. I also love how freaking Cowstone Light O has the freaking. She's doing the katakana O because of course she is. She has to do straight lines, of course. The fuck. Oh, I didn't. This is the first time I'm seeing some of this. Wow, that's something. That sure is something. Again with the freaking the boxer briefs, man. Why? Why is this just one pair of boxer briefs for 6,300 yen? That's like $50. Jesus. Yeah, exactly. Everyone hits like the standard O poses, and then Light O just goes for the katakana because of course she does. Of course she would. Oh shoot, they got some of the acrylics here. Chiono. Is that her hitting the dog pose? Tsuyoshi. Zephyr. Oh shoot, we got another Umas taking off their hat there. And there's a North Flight over here. Jungle Pocket. Oh, I forgot Jungle Pocket. Right, she also has a pretty cool pose. Is her turning back, be like, yeah, it's me. That's pretty good. What is Wonder Q doing here? She's like miming or something. She's like trying to build a box. This is the first thought that comes to my mind there. But yeah, good old Orphe again. Oh man, wait, there are a lot of these. Hold on, do they have Ines here? Hold on a minute. Oh shoot, they got these two. Believe. No reason. Again, I can't. Samson Big has one. That is kind of interesting to me. I didn't realize that she already had one there. No, I guess it's just like the new-ish ones. I don't think they have the old ones. Oh yeah, they got this. Oh, they got the Miss Victoria stage. Oh shit! Look at that. That's pretty neat. You can put your acrylics there. Oh shoot. That's actually kind of interesting. Oh my god, this is more. Okay, there's still more. Yeah, Bukador. Okay. And then Gran, of course. Got the buttons. Hold on a minute. Joto mate kudasai. They have some of the original characters. Do they have Ines? Hold on. They actually might. There actually could be a good chance here. If they don't, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, wait, they have all the the OG characters. They do. Oh, add to cart. I'll save that for later. Okay, there we go. I need that I need that believe starting future acrylic. Maybe I might get the starting future acrylic of all my top 20 Umas. Honestly, do they have every single Uma available? Oh, that's tempting, yo. I might want to get some of my favorites here because I saw Dansu have it too. That's crazy. Okay, that's interesting. Did not real. I legitimately think they have every single Uma here. I'm not kidding. I think they actually do. Yeah, because Tanoiser's here too. And here's some of the newer ones, but not really. There's Machan's right here. Oh my god, I think they actually have everybody. Man, okay. Ah, yes, the figures. Now we're starting to get to some of these ones. Yeah, okay, sold out. So this is what. Ah, dang it, it is sold. I knew it was gonna be sold out from the start, but yeah, this is what I was talking about. The freaking they're selling the Thomas jacket, 29,700 yen. Jesus H. But yeah, that's dang. The more I'm looking at this, the more I'm kind of regretting not getting this though. Because I've kind of established that Tom is one of my favorite characters, so I'm like, dang, I really should have gotten this. Well, that's okay. Honestly, it's hell expensive anyway. Um, wait, no, wait, the Cheval starting future is sold out. I didn't see her. Oh no, is she? She maybe I just glossed. I think maybe I did see her. Hold on, let's look again. Thought I saw her. Look, maybe it's not all of them because that would be like 100 something characters, and I don't think they had all. I don't think it'd be like all 100 something. So maybe it didn't have all. Yeah, there she is. She's right there. See, there you go. Yeah, good thing. Oh, you already have it. Well, yeah, there you go. But yeah, she is there. She is there. We just kind of glanced over her for a little bit. Um, dang. Okay, but okay. Well, that was the whole point of me doing that was just kind of finding the finding the jacket. Actually, the other thing I am kind of interested. I'm sure this is also sold out, but they had the Air Shakur. They had the hoodie and they had the outer jacket. They had those both for sale. I'm wondering. I don't think. Again, I think it's sold out, but let me see. A slight chance. I'm not interested in either of those, to be honest. I'm really just more interested in the Ines or not Ines, the Tama outfit more than anything. But you know, I am curious. Oh, yeah, this. Oh yeah, the freaking Burno here. Oh yeah. See this. Okay. Yeah. 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 See, 36,850 yen. Oof. A big oof. I mean, you could just get the jacket, I guess, for. That's not even that. Damn, okay. But yeah, okay. Wait, this is. They have medium and XL size, of course. Wait a second. This makes me think that this was actually available pretty recent. Never mind. Wait. When did they sell this? Hold on. That's going to be shipped out next month. Wait a goddamn second. When was this available? Because now this makes me think I could have gotten this. Damn. I love how they have the hole for the tail here. It's like, of course they do. Lore accurate. Um, damn. That's regrets. I have many regrets in life, and we're seeing them unfold right now. Um, do they have the airship? I'm curious. It wouldn't have been this far back, the airship core one, but maybe it was. I don't know. Oh, they got the puppets too. I forgot. Yeah, the puppets from the Gochiso-sama. That's fun. And all the figures here. Yeah. Honestly, I need to get this album because it has three of my favorite characters here. So, and one of my favorite songs. That's one I need to get eventually. Ah, yes, of course. It was not this far back. Maybe it's not available. Maybe they didn't even have it available in this store. Maybe I know I saw it through Ami for sure. Oh wait, hold on. Here's more outfits. We got Transcend's jackets, which I don't know how you would wear this in in daily life, but I mean I've seen weirder fashion before, so sure, why not? But I just think it's like what the heck. Also, why can't I? Oh, there we go. Okay. Of course, it's got the tail. Of course. Why? I don't know. I do. It's funny. It's paired with the Katsuragi Ace's casual outfit there. But yeah, she got that as well. Ooh, at you know, for Umamusume. Uh, okay, I'm curious why I'm not seeing the Air Shakur thing because I think it was definitely after those outfits, so I'm wondering why I'm not seeing those ones. Um, what are these? Boleto. Wait, Bureto braid holder? I don't know. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. This is me shopping at this point. I'm just like, oh, what's available? You know, it's just like I'm pretty sure most of these are. What is this? Oh, it's a collab with probably some streetwear stuff. Oh shoot, they got the bucket hat over here. What is this? Umamusume Pretty Dirty Beauty Bee Special Limited Edition. How much? Jesus fucking Christ, yo, that's way overpriced. I love streetwear. It's not worth it at all. Interesting. Whole bunch of lanyards, whole bunch of keychains. I'm pretty sure they don't have Ines in any of this. Yeah, I remember seeing some of these at like Animate, and I don't think Ines was a part of any of these, so highly, and they freaking have Happy Meek out of all the characters here. Yeah. Look at all these characters. Look at all this merch of the characters. There's Tannhäuser. Why are some of these sold out, but some of them aren't? Nobody knows, because they're not popular enough. That's probably the reason, actually. Look at all these Nendoroids that are sold out. Look at all these Blu-rays of things that are still not sold out. That's the first season, right? Yeah, that's the first season. Here's the second season. Good old bourbon. And then the third season's gonna be next, right? Yep, there it is. There we go. That's the shit that you like. Yeah. I need to get winning ticket 20 or winning live 22 because they put in Virginia and Vivlo solos on there, and 22 is Sasaki's number. You mean this one, right? This one is Uma Summer. Yeah, that's a good song. I like that one. Also, Shion Soul has three souls I like on that. This is, now that you say that, yeah, this is a pretty goated album. Funny that you mentioned that, and I just got to it right now. Yeah, you got Uma Summer with all these lovely individuals. You got Virginia solo. You got Rivlos' solo. You got Wind Variation solo, which I actually really like this song. This song's really good. And then, of course, you got the Uma Pure. But, yeah. I'm gonna get some things there. Oh, the artwork. I actually have bought first and second. I think I mentioned it before. I bought first and second versions of these. The art books. They are pretty interesting because they have details about the outfits that I actually didn't know about. So it's actually kind of fun to learn about them. I think the one merch I'm sad I missed is the Boshi's cap. Oh, the Boshi's cap, yeah. I don't remember. Did they have? It'd be kind of stupid, but did they have the ear holes? I don't think they did. That'd be kind of funny though. Really add to the immersion of all of it. Yeah, I'm not okay. You know what? Let's. I'm gonna. Enough about this this fun tangent. Let me get back to actual gameplay. That was enough of that. Okay, well, that's interesting. I did not know Ines had the I did not know that almost all the characters there had the that acrylic for the starting future. So I will definitely buy that at least for sure, and maybe even consider buying some of the other ones as well. I hope they do another giveaway, seeing that they're doing the Medjiro Gold album giveaway. Yeah, that could definitely be a possibility, right? I'm sure they have extra stock and all that. What's happening? Oh, okay, that's fine. But yeah, the Medjiro. That's the Medjiro. I love how all that was just initially started off as a April Fool's joke. And then it actually became a song. It is funny that compared to now, right? It's just like, that was a pretty tame joke, all things considered, because you had everything else. Now, with like the most recent one being the collab with oh god, I don't remember that collab, and then before they had all the I think the year before was the wasn't that the space one with the new Umas or whatever? Not the new Umas, but like the Neo whatever. So it's like Neo Universe and like Neo Ayabe and all that stuff. But Vivlos was a part of that, right? Like Neo Vivlos, I remember. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Let's just rest. Okay. Oh, brother. Really, just piling on this this shit show of a run right now. Oh, thanks. Okay, I'll take my mood up. Before we do that, let me make sure I'm not missing anything on this side of things. I think I don't have anything I really need to buy, except for this one actually would be probably good. Okay. That'd probably be good. Can't wait for Boshi's Part 3 with Marsh and Yonko added on. Actually, yeah, Loves and Marsh can be together. Yeah, exactly, you know? And then maybe they'll finally recognize that Ines is wearing something that is recognized as a hat and maybe add her. Highly doubted, but maybe one of these days. Okay, as soon as this stream's over, I'm gonna have to go upstairs and talk to this because I don't know if it's even coming from upstairs, but I need to talk to them about like what the hell are they doing up there, because this is getting on my nerves. Something fierce. Hopefully it's not breaking through the mic. I don't think so. It shouldn't. Background noise doesn't. I've set it up so the background noise shouldn't be coming through. What is this? Shaking my head. Japan Cub with good old Inari one. Oh, look at that. Classic rivalry. So far, Cheval and Rice got to be in 2 of them because the others are new, and CB, Machitan, and Taramai got benched. I think it's just because Cheval and Rice are the most popular out of those 5, so, you know. Or more so, I think it's, well, Cheval, I think it's because she has her sister, so that was a kind of obvious pairing to be with. Who was Rice with then, I guess? Because didn't they have like the whole subunits for that? I don't know, I didn't pay too much attention to the second iteration of it when I saw that Ines wasn't even in it the second time around. Guess I'll get my speed up. Rice and Nakayama wearing beanies. Okay, so it's not like a character relationship. I think they just put in Rice just because, but okay, we'll take that, I guess. Please give me something good, thank you. Then it was Loves and Flight with a bucket hat. Right, yeah, I do remember, yeah, okay. Which I mentioned before, but like, yeah, I guess Loves only you has the hat that she wears in her racing outfit, but she's not really known for the hat, right? I think there's other characters that actually wear hats in their daily lives that could have been included there. Machan. Machan's a good example of that, actually. Machan has a hat. Why didn't she in that? I don't know. Maybe next iteration. One of these days. Then, of course, V-Sisters get the cap. I mean, that is an obvious one for sure. For sure. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. We'll take that. Thank you very much. I will take that power. Not power. That, I will take that speed. Thank you. Virginia's a stretch, but she's there just because they're sisters. I mean, she wears... Technically, she does have the hat. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, I don't have enough Master Key Hammers. Hold on a minute. It's a good thing they're available in the shop, question mark? Yes, good. Yes, love it. Good. Awesome. Love to see it. Loves only you to see it. Yeah, I mean, she has a hat. I mean, that's about as much as a stretch as Loves only you being there. And it's even more so because at least Virginia wears their hat outside of a race course anyway. That's like adding Hishi Akebono, because Akebono has a hat in her racing outfit, so why don't they include her? I just feel like it's just because like Loves Only You has like was a kind of one of the newer characters, so it kind of felt obligated to add her. But I don't know. I'm just being salty. Whatever it comes down to it. Pisa wears one in her Energy one as well. Yeah, well, I mean, Pisa just got introduced, so that was after the whole thing, but she could be Canada for sure as well, right? It's just like, and it makes sense too because she's a newer character, so checks out. Okay, let's get. Oh, I didn't even do the. Isn't it hilarious how I was like, oh, I forgot the hammer, proceeds to then also forget the hammer anyway because I'm like, oh, I need to do the shop first. Okay, we're good. Now let's do a race. Wait a second. I think I forgot something. Nah, it's not that important. It's like the meme. I think is that how I don't even know what show it's from, but I just know the meme. It's like, I think I forgot something. If it wasn't that important if you forgot it. It's like, yeah, and then meanwhile it's just like his kid that he left in the rain. Classic memes. Okay, this is not gonna be an S, I can just say that right now for sure, but that's okay. We're just here for the experience, and frankly, hold on, the reason why I did this in the first place, or at least started with Tama in the first place, was to get enough coins so that then I can have enough to be able to level up Seiyu and Sky so that then I can have her trained up. Because I think at the end of the day, I really want to make her my ace. Not that I really have any aces to begin with. But yeah, she's probably going to be closest to my ace in that case, because she is probably one of the more powerful characters out of the three that I'm going to be bringing. So really, this is just for funsies, you know? It is what it is. Sure. No. Is this gonna happen again? Yeah, I don't see anything good here. Okay. Velocity. That's just a midway. Sure, why not? End closer. Yeah, let's get those. And one more time, we'll do a fuck it. Okay. All right. Well, unfortunately, we did not capitalize on the double S's. But that's okay, because one of those S's wasn't even the strategy that we were using anyway, so at least I got myself some coinage and some skill points. Now the question is, did I get enough skill points? Or sorry, not skill points, did I get enough monies? I did! Well, look at that. Let's do that real quick, and then I guess we'll just call it a day. And maybe I might, well, actually, the event's gonna end by the time I stream on Saturday, so maybe not. Well, we'll probably go back to the JP side of things, get back into training the ultimate Ines, which I admittedly have been really slacking on. I'm gonna admit that, but stream is about as good as any time to actually get into that. So we'll just yeah, I think that's good. Hold on 1 second. What am I doing? Oh, archives. Let me just clear this real quick. Oh yeah, because I did all the Nishino Flower conversations, so we're finally good on that. Finally caught up on all of those. I do, or it's a small thing, but I wish they had the item, the key that helps you unlock all the kind of stories that you don't have available to you, because it's really nice whenever I have a new character in JP and I can just use my 100 or whatever keys that I have, and I can just be like, okay, read, and I don't have to worry about encountering it during my lobby conversations and stuff. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, I did it. Oh, wait, no, it's because there was my 26 spin there. Okay. Nice. Good old 7th spin for the derby. Well, only 270k more points. That's what, like 5 more? Yeah, probably like 5 more runs. Okay. I can hash those out in the next few days. Alright, well. Before it gets too late, I think we'll call it a night, so I'll just sign off and we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks all for joining me on this sort of impromptu Uma stream. I mean, Wednesdays are usually a 50-50 when it comes to any time I stream, but I figure I was in a pretty good mood, although work, I mean, I didn't talk about it today, but work has been very busy, unfortunately, but I was in a relatively good mood after my good old gym time that I figured I might as well get this going, so I think it's good progress overall, but we'll see. Like I said, I'll probably try to do tomorrow, whether that be the hidden object game or whether that be another game. TBD, but I guess look forward to that tomorrow at 6. And then if that doesn't happen, we'll guaranteed Friday continue progress on Super Mario Galaxy 2, and look forward to that. But till then, this has been Chino the Penguin. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Have a good rest of your Wednesday night, or whatever day or night it may be. And once again, see you all next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.